lost my best friend to 23. She left her body in Harvard above me. I saw no shadow, I looked around, searched every building and home that I found. I saw no shadow, but felt a glow. The warmth inside me, it kept me afloat. It felt like heaven had found my bones and gave me comfort when I feel alone. Now you're gone, I'm alone. I guess it's time to get better. Through the pain, I will go alone. If I fall, break my bones, I will scream even louder. 'Cause I'm not dying alone. I lost my best friend to 23. She left her body in Harvard above me. My best friend to 23. I heard the heavens crying above me. The gain's an angel, I lost a friend. I felt like dying again and again. I went through hell, stared at death, but I keep fighting with each living breath. I saw no way out from where I stood. Felt like the fire had burned me through. Now you're gone, I'm alone. I guess it's time to get better. Through the pain, I will go alone. If I fall, break my bones, I will scream even louder. 'Cause I'm not dying alone. I lost my best friend.
Okay. Spencer, I let the song play too long. That's my bad. ¿Qué pasó, todos? How you guys all doing, eh? Spencer, I don't know how long to let that shit go, man. I know you're supposed to do like intros and like the but then I'm just sitting here waiting to talk. Oh yeah. Where we at, man? Spencer, I'm sweating. I'm at work, Holmes, and it's windy out here, so this big ass piece of wood fell off of this. They like where they have G thoughts. Hey bro, if a song will do it for you, brother, then you was already there, homeboy. It's all good though, no judgment. This piece of wood fell off of the covering the boiler room. Man, it's huge, so I'm trying to put it back and screw it in. Y la madre. Anyway, Spencer. Oh, I wanted to come on earlier too, but got caught up doing that. What's up, Francisco? Q1, first one. Cassie. What's up, fam? Bubba Mesa, que pa, homeboy. Q1 first. Johnny Chingas. Nope. Francisco got you. How old are you, kid? I told you I'm 43, bro. Hit the like. Bubba Mesa. Órale. R. Lopez. Q1 Chronicles Locos forever, eh? Cassie. Q1 Chronicles Familia from RJ. What's up, homeboy? Awesome person. What's up, bro? So how was everyone's day? Mine was good, eh? Aquí nomás. I came to work. Greyhound should be calling in right now. Chopper was going to come on. I think I started too late. I tried to call him right now. I had told him we'll go on about 7 o'clock my time. I'm an hour past that. I wanted to, I said, but then they called me on this thing and Spencer. Well, so we'll see. It's not his fault anyway. I said, Johnny, only by a few seconds. What up, Cricket? Saludos a toda la raza. Okay, see, Johnny, you were first without a wrench. Oh, Johnny Chinga, really? Get on, I'm gonna get him. Let's see Big Chopper come on. That's it. I'm taking the blame for it, man. I'm taking the blame for Chop. It ain't his fault. I hope everyone has had a wonderful weekend. Much love from Texas and Damien de Leon. Kessie. Chita, this song was making me gay. ¿Qué onda, Chronicles familia? From Johnny Chingas. What up, man? I hope everyone is having a good day. Much love to you all from Joe Brown. Left myself quick. Mr. Late, LOL. Yeah, I know. Man, that shit sucked, bro. I was so frustrated out there. Saying, God, I just wanted to throw that shit down and walk away. Oh man. Make sure you hit the like, Orlando Kessi. Rogelio, what's up, brother? Chopper's hiding in his closet. Are you allowed to say what state you're in? Yeah, I'm allowed to. I won't. Not yet. Rogelio Hernandez, I hope you and your family are doing better, bro. You guys are in my thoughts and prayers. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, right now I'd rather not disclose the state only because Maruka and my son, uh, I just don't want no drama um, when it comes to that. Eventually, I'm gonna move home, and people will know that, and I have to deal with that the way it comes. But for right now, everybody, is living life pretty normal, and I don't want to. I'm not trying to disturb that for them. I will, like I'll tell you, as to be honest, and this is, just you know, nothing that I even have to say or I should say, but in all honesty, when I do go home, and I go into like a Walmart or I go, something like that, um, I actually like I'll walk with my hand. I always have a pocket knife. I'll walk my hand in my pocket, holding onto the filero, and keep my head swiveling. You know what I'm saying? Looking out. Uh, I'm pretty confident everything's feeding, but you just never know. So I want to stay. I'm always gonna stay diligent when it comes to that. And so, as far as my ruka and my boy, I don't want them to have to live like that. You know what I'm saying? They didn't ask for this, so I'm not gonna put them out there in any way. So to just to give up this style, and I'm not saying motherfuckers are gonna hop on in a plane or a bus and come out here and try to do some that. The chances are that wouldn't happen, but the safer they feel, the better for me. You know. I hope you and your family are doing better, bro. You guys are in my thoughts and prayers. And Bubba Mess, I guess. Julie, what's up, Bobby B? How you doing, bro? I don't care where you're at. You're here right now, and that's good enough. What I need for your autograph, please don't shake me. No, uh, I'm not jumpy like that either, bro. I'm really not. I just, you just never know. It could be some little morrito, some fool just trying to get his huesos, and I happen to be the one in the target at the moment, Um, I really ain't. I mean, I do it. I go around. I go to. I mean, shit. This last time, Maruka stays on the west side, so I was in and out of all the WalMarts out there. We even went to that. What's that place called that they got now out there where damn, it's like it has like a they were having it was a Fourth of July actually, and they had fireworks and you could go up the escalator thing. It was all like outside, and they had booths and shit. There was like a bar there too. I can't remember what it was called, but we went there. Um, a lot of fucking gente there. I remember, um, but I just I know who to look for. I kind of keep an eye on the ones that I think could maybe, and that's it. It's just the way I gotta move. I don't again I don't think that there's any issues. Um, I really don't. There's so many carnales and so many gente that are out there now, and but I just remember the way we were, and we were out there hunting, bro. And So I worry. There could be a crew of vatos like that, and I worry for my mostly for the ruca, for the kids, for anybody that might be with me at the time when it comes. I won't know it. You know what I'm saying? I'll just be gone. But I'd hate for someone else that didn't choose all this to fall with me. I said that'd be the oh man, that'd just be the icing on the cake for my fucking life. Want me to do your shopping, just make the lista. Rogelio. After what happened to Young Dolph, I understand when people don't come back home that have any possible enemies. What's happening, Chronicle Familia? Says Carlos Zamora. What's up? Hey, Carlos, I got that for homeboy, so Simon. I only know of one person on the list that got hit, but he was provoking on Facebook and shit, saying I'm still here, he did and shit. He came right back to Mesa. Yeah, I know a few that got hit on the list. I mean, it was a while back. I know that, so that kind of helps too. That I know that, not that I don't take Vato serious. It has become watered down. We know that. That's no secret. Doesn't mean it can't happen. So you have to maintain that mindset, I guess. We're talking about life and death, and again, um, comes to me, it comes. I ain't gonna even know it. I ain't gonna feel it. It just is. What I worry about is, I'm coming home to visit, so I go with the jefita to the store, and these fuckers, just blast everything inside and something like that. Um, so, but anyway, enough talk about that, homeboy. It's cool. Speaking about outside, the casas I've seen in the last 10 years or so, it seems most of the carnales that got hit hung out with other carnales on the street. Speaking about outside now. Yeah, it depends. I mean, a lot of those were, yeah. But then, you got to look at Wato Head. You got to look at Garfield. You got to look at Duke. Um, there's quite a few that wasn't the case. Bird from Avondale. So, again, I ain't looking for it. I'm not out there, acting a fool. So, odds are in my favor at the very least. Best place to visit, Santa Monica Pier, Hollywood Observatory. The view is amazing, especially at night. Yeah, Maruka goes. She likes Santa Monica home. She talks about that. They used to go there when she was a kid. I never been, but I like to visit all them type of spots. La neta, right here, carnal. Right on, bro. I hear you. You drinking Chang? What's Chang, bro? I had lemonade in here. That's what you was asking. Right on, Francisco. Appreciate that. Jojo AZ, what's up, homeboy? He got the eyes in the chat. Yeah, Bubba Mess. To be honest, bro, whatever fish they can get, they'll fry. You know what I'm saying? It's about that clout chasing bullshit, and that's the only problem. In the end, yeah, the that the brothers that the brothers know that was the case, but you know, it really doesn't matter to this new generation. So they just think it's all about the dropout thing and the ratas this and ratas that, and you dropped out and you're weak and soft and whatever, and then the whole clout chasing shit. So whether I did or I didn't, the one that I'd be an okay trophy at the very least. I do remember. I'll tell you this. It was a long time ago, so obviously it's no longer relevant. When I was in the CCA, the placas over there, the SSU, it was me and Scotty and Dirty Dan. And they came out to the cages. We were out there at rec. They came out to the cages, And one of them, his name was Lucas. He was actually in Arizona Department of Corrections for a lot of years. He worked STG, but he was more about he worked on the Aryan Brotherhood battles. But he was also on like gangland speaking on that shit. But he had ended up retiring out of over there, and he worked at the CCA. They made him a sergeant, I think, and he was SSU. Este vato with Gunner. Warrior Poet up there screaming shit, I understand, but if you're smart, it's all good. I mean, I'm still alive, and it's been a minute, and I never went anywhere. Yeah. How's everyone? Hugo Gente from Khalifa. What's up, EJG? From Khalifa, listen, there's always someone out there looking to impress. Keep your head on the swivel, but sabes que, you know what time it is. Don't put yourself in the line of fire. Yeah, that's it. That's the main thing. No, the thing that so they came out to the rec yard and talking to us, and I guess they had just went to SMU 2 and debriefed somebody. Somebody, they wouldn't tell us who it was. Said somebody was renouncing and debriefing. It was a younger dude, they said, and he said that they had asked him at the end, "Let me ask you something. Right now, who's the number one vato on the MS hit list?" And the vato said Cricket. And I remember they told me that. And I made a joke about it. I said, well, at least I'm number one. That's something. You know what I'm saying? It's always feeling me to be number one. And we laughed and moved on. And me and Scotty talked about it and joked and shit. And obviously, that we're talking 2004 or 5 or something. It's 20 or 15 years ago. It's not the case anymore. I know this. But what makes me think is that generation of Carnales, whoever they were, the new ones that were coming in at that time in 2003, 2004, 2005, were hearing my name all up in the dirt, you know? So, that's some of the stuff that I think about. I've obviously talked to Japo since he's renounced and all that, and he came in, I think, in 2002. And which call maybe he, we talked about it. He had heard about everything. And call from Chronicles. An inmate at the Colorado Correctional Facility for customers. Thank you for using Global Pay. All right, we got Greyhound in the house. What's up, fool? What you doing? Oh. Let me read these comments real quick and then we'll get into some shit. Francisco said, "Good." Huh? What happened? Oh, Gunner's not on yet, said Francisco. DJ Gun will be on later tonight with all the jams, said Jojo. What up, Manny A? How was the concert, said Bubba Mesa. Oh yeah, they had the Lowrider concert, Lowrider shit tonight on Wise. What's up, Chronicle Familia from Freedom Liberty? What's up, Francisco VP LOL? What up, bro? EJG from Bubba Mesa. Kids don't think about tomorrow. Most live for the day and won't hesitate to squeeze trigger, get convicted to life, then go turn coat. Yeah. What up, everyone? Since Tide 602. What happened to Matt? Where is he? He ain't here today. He should be coming on. He comes on, bro. He was here a couple days ago. Cubole Greyhound from Francisco VP. Tell Greyhound my primo little man said Cubo, said Bubba Mesa. Tell little man I said Cubo too. Been a long time. It's Richard from Westside Mesa. Hey, did you ever see his brother's work, bro? Was it Nino? No. Man, he got down attacking, bro. Javier Hernandez said, con todo respeto, muchos saludos to Cricket and his road dog Greyhound. What you doing, fool? What you got going on? Just chilling, relaxing because I got work tomorrow. Be in the sewing shop, making boxes. Chop didn't make it. So I already knew that. Nah, he would have made it, bro. It was my fault. I was supposed to come on an hour ago. I said, but some shit happened at work, and I got stuck having to try to get it done before I could hop on. And so by the time I hit him up, I think he had already crashed. Eh?
You know, Pops gotta get a bed early.
Manny A said, Bubba Mesa, man, homie, Sacred Souls was on hit last night in Riverside, so I was scared that it can blow. I was really impressed, and the vibe at the club was really nice. That is what the Vida's about. Bubba Mesa said, Nino, he a badass artist. Yeah, he is. Anthony Johnson said, another Firme night wreck, chopping it up with the homies. Wreck with the homies from the Desiertos of Arislan. OG Coyote Breath checking in from downtown Finequera. Órale. Rogelio, Cubo Greyhound, I sent a Wheela today answering last night's questions. Get ready for a couple chapters.
All right. All good. I'll be getting at you with my own time in. Long overdue.
Yeah. Joel Brown, how's your health treating you, Bubba Mesa? Shit, he's at the hospital, bro. He disappeared for a minute on us. OG Fearless One said, you guys roll up Chopper or what? LOL. Nah, he'll be back, man. He'll be back. Chops is on, he's in pill line right now. He's too old. Hey,
A lot older than get that old man thing.
hey, so I ended up finding out. Okay, I'm gonna address it a little bit. No, I'm not. Never mind. I'll talk. Never mind. Anyway, what's going on? Joel Brown, I'm doing really good, bro. Thanks, G, for asking. Yes. You start any artist shit, bro?
Yeah. I had put that in the wheel today too. I already had started up. I drew up two big patterns that I'm gonna hook up on some paños. So I sketched up one, and then I got the other one. I put pen on it. You know what I mean? First I did it pencil first of what I was gonna lay down, and then I started throwing down the pen on it and shit. But it had to be two paños first in black and white.
All right. Cool. Javier Hernandez said 22 years ago today, my wife went to Soledad Penal to inform me that she had cancer. She died 4 months later before my release. Today I went to church to pray for her soul. Damn. Que gacho, bro. Yeah. Spencer, homeboy. That's all part of that vida, man. It's a sad thing. We miss a lot of them moments with our people, man. EJ.
I was locked up on my day. Got killed.
Yeah. EJG said, man, went out last night to meet a ruca. Dude fell asleep in the bathroom on the floor. The ruca started chasing the perico. Made me realize why I sit my ass at home.
No.
That's funny. Bubba, you from Mesa. Yeah.
Have to settle down.
God bless Javier, said Ty 602. Yup. Bubba Mesa, Joel Brown, I had surgery to remove bone from my second and third toes on left foot. It's weird. I got high and was freaking out because I couldn't move them. Javier Hernandez, Ty 602, thank you so much, sir. Freedom Liberty said, Javier, man, that strong faith. Stay up.
Go to church, man.
No, bro, I don't. Where's Bobby B, man? He's only had one comment on here. What happened to Matt? What's going on here?
So it grows up.
Huh?
The people say it grows up, and then you read
Say it again, bro. Oh, scrolls.
I said, so like it like scrolls up all
Screen.
the messages, and then you just kind of you go down the thing.
Simon. Yeah. Yeah. You just read them as they come up. I try to read everybody's just because
Because they always send me a picture, like a screenshot picture. It was you and Rogelio. It almost looked like the Facebook page.
Oh, yeah. It's just everybody be on there. It'd be on there talking like it comes through, and then I'll just read them and answer the questions. Ty 602, thank you so much, sir. Javier, man, that's strong faith. Manny 8, Country Club in 8th Ave my whole life, said Bubba Mesa. G Tots, Chopper in the barrio now busy sewing himself a new pair of calzones. These rucas be chasing this perico like it's child support, said EJG. Are you walking yet, Bubba Mesa, says Joe Brown. What's up, Cricket, says Mastodon. Saludos, Big Greyhound, says Mastodon. What's up, homeboy? Bobby B, he got 2 comments. Yeah, I saw the 2 comments earlier. I'm trying to see if anytime, Javier. Bubba Mesa. So if there's no other clicks in the pen, how was it my primo Nino started the Meseño thing for the vatos from Mesa? I never heard of that, Bubba Mesa. The Meseño thing. It might have just been like the Grandel thing. Um, it's not no real clica, but they still.
People like taking together and shit, but they don't.
Yeah.
Clicas like that.
Yeah, they'll just stick together as far as
popping up in these yadadas because you got them what they call the rainbow yadadas now, where they're because of the lawsuits they get to be set up with other races.
Yeah,
so
integrating.
So they get to put what they got to put in for it right now. They got to ask for it, so they have put a new better there certain yadadas for the gente that are going over there to them. So some of them are starting to have little chicas that we heard.
Yeah. But a lot of those Bubba Mesa were just bunch of homies from the same areas. My side of town kind of did the same thing. If you're from Tolleson, Avondale, Cashin, all those little ones out there, yeah, Ligas, we all kind of stuck together too. but it never went to it never rose to like starting a clica because then, I mean, there'd have to be some kind of guerra with that because as far as the M is concerned, there can only be one. They're like the Outland. What's that shit called? Outlander? Is that his name? What was it called? Remember, remember what I'm talking about? Yeah, there can only be one. Hey, Bubba, my jefito was from Mesa all his life in the barrio, off University, old barrio projects. Bobby B made 2 comments. All I saw was the first 2, Bobby B. I'm telling you, brother. You got no other ones.
Hey, did he get out after he was in Ida when we were all there in King and with me and Chopper and all of us were in King?
Who? Oh, I don't know. I'll ask him. Hold on real quick. Bubba, my feet. Wait, where was I at? Because there was something right here. Oh, yo, Greyhound. So who in Illinois held it down like it should be, or was Illinois just soft? Said EJG.
Yeah, it was just soft. I mean, I don't know what it was. They always talked about it, how it was back in the days, and but it's nothing like that. You know, the Hudas are the ones that run that shit. If you go Google the most deaths that happened in the Pitas, it happened in Menard, and they always claim that it's natural causes, but them Hudas are killing motherfuckers left and right. So it's the Hudas, they're the ones holding it down.
That's crazy. Is Broadway Gangsters considered a black gang? Yeah, awesome person. Broadway Gangsters is a black gang.
Well, they get the 31st Street chapter of the Mexican one.
Yeah, some of them, but for the most part.
Because 21st Street, 24th Street is the original. then they got the second chapter where like it was like all the Mexicans, like for the most part, I guess.
I know they have that. There was one who actually became a rapper, Willie North Pole.
Oh, yeah, Willie North Pole. My little brother told me about that. Like, I got that on the MP3 player when I was in Illinois.
Yeah, he signed with 50 Cent and then for a minute, and then they had beef, and then he ended up signing with that other bot. I can't remember his name now, but yeah, he had okay songs. His shit wasn't all that.
You remember that? You remember that vieja, CC Peniston?
Yeah.
She's from right there. She's from Broadway, right there in that area.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Greyhound, where did you get your nickname? Was that in SMU too?
Huh?
Anthony Johnson asked, where did you get that nickname? Was it in SMU too?
It was before that. They used to clown me though. And it stuck.
Bubba Mesa said, Joel Brown, not too good, LOL. I'm trying. Francisco VP, Cricket said he didn't see them. Yeah, Cricket, he started in like 96 or 97. That's what I was with them then, Bubba Mesa. I was in writing unit with Nino in all through 96, 97, and 98. He hadn't started that. I mean, if they did, it was probably just homeboys fucking around, because there was Carnales there. That wasn't no serious thing. Because that's when I was with Nino. I knew Nino before I knew Little Man. I got like 5 or 6 comments. Come on, man. You don't, brother. I'm telling you, Bobby. Tapping in. How do tonight Cricket and Greyhound? What's up, Ray Diaz? How you doing, brother? Manny A. Damn, that's crazy. I probably know him. Bummer about Wisconsin, said Salty Rider. What happened in Wisconsin? Slick Arisa said, Greyhound said ligas. Que si. Bubba Mesa, what is your hood called? Mastodon said, Cricket or Greyhound? What does a tatuaje with a line and 4 dots in the line mean? I seen it on some Mexican vatos. They refer to themselves as Mexica or Mexica, some shit like that. He's spelling it differently. A line with 4 dots?
4 dots? That's 9. That means that's number 9.
Yeah, I don't know what that would be. There's 2 lines with 3 dots, which is the number 13. But I don't know about.
You have 2 lines and 4 dots. It's a 14. So,
yeah.
I mean, but a 5 plus 4 is only 9.
Yeah, I don't know what
maybe
the one line.
Pretty far.
Maybe. Yeah, I've never seen that, but I don't know. I don't know about the one line with 4. Each line is it was the Mayan numbers. Each line is 5 and each dot is 1. So you just 2 lines is 10 plus 1, 2, 3 dots is 13. And all the Meseños are skina for the M. Yeah, they are. Why OG M and Arizona M started beefing and what ended the conflict? It was actually a not really personal. I have videos on that. It was basically 2 carnales had some kind of misunderstanding and people chose sides, and it was actually all the same. I mean, it wasn't really an OG versus an Arizona. It was all the same thing, and they fought, and it split into 2 factions, and just one kind of won out on that. Freedom, liberty. I don't go to church much. However, I am a believer. I love that woman. I had 2 daughters and a son with her. She was a beautiful woman, said Javier Hernandez. Hey, Bubba, back in the day, my abuelo had a restaurant off Country Club in Southern Armenta, Mexican food. Really? I met some Armentas from Mesa in the county jail. I can't remember his first name. He was slanging big dope out there. Awesome person. They a black gang. Did you get that little dub I sent? half of the yes. From Joshua. Simon que sí. Yeah, Jojo, that came through. Jesse Sanchez. What's up, homeboy? Trying to see. Where? Is people getting blocked? I don't see it. Let me get to this. Damn, hell yeah. He was my tata's friend. Love that place. They always traded salsa, lol. We used to go every Sunday. Javier, I wish. Yeah, Baba Mesa is talking to homeboy that talked about the Mexican food place.
It's funny because like the palabras that we be using, like when I was in Illinois, nobody knew what a nana or a tata was, or a nino or a nina.
Over there?
Yeah, like I felt like I was all out of place. Like I don't know what I mean. They say things different. Like a lot of people even coming out here, some palabras are different too.
Yeah.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
Javier, I wish nothing but happiness and health for you. Since freedom, liberty. Geronimo, right on, gente. Llegando a mi casa de mandado. Está bien frío esta tarde. What's up, bud? Yeah, Greyhound. My homie Joker did 16. My boy Chico B did 15. Capone 17. And Bonner did 25. They all said it got soft later on in the 2000s. Oh, boomer.
You have 30 seconds remaining.
Yeah, it's a fucked up place. You know what I mean? I'm surprised they ain't raised up against the system, but I mean, it's fucked up.
Call him back.
Yeah.
Can't wait to hear Bobby B's story, said Ty 602. Small world, Bubble. Your tata and mine were camaradas. They call my jefito Bambo de Mesa. That's a Nawat 9 line for 4 line 9 line 4 dot line 4 dot. Yeah. He said, hello.
Global Tel Link has a collect.
Joel Brown. I'm from Southside Mesa. Jojo AZ for 9th Street. Yeah, that's the only thing it could be. Nah, the dots are in the line. I know how Eastside 9th Street does it, but their tattoo look trippy. In the line, huh?
Dial 1-877-650-42. Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
Hey. So he said, nah, the dots are in the line. Spencer, I just yawned, bro. He put, I know how Eastside 9th Street does it, but their tattoo look trippy. Yeah, I've never seen that. Manny A, hell yeah, it is. That's funny, bro. Beto Cordova said, tapping in cricket. I caught the live on Wednesday night while driving to work. My commute is 2.5 hours. Orale. Damn, bro. Well, you could be with us on the whole live because we go on about 3 hours on this mug.
What's that for work?
Yeah, he drives 2.5 hours.
Yeah, that's like going from Phoenix to Tucson.
Yeah.
Hopefully it pays good because I know gas money be up there now.
I know. Bubba Mesa said, Manny A. Todd said to tell you what's up. It helped out a lot. Thank you, said Beto Cordova. Orale. Gracias, bro. Thank you. Bubba Mesa, I'm from East Tempe, not too far from La Victoria. My jefito taught Head Start and Mesa at Homes, so I'm familiar with South Mesa Vatos. What would you or Greyhound consider the longest barrio beef in Phoenix? Said awesome person. Barrio beef?
Um,
The
I mean,
longest?
I mean, on my side of town, it's us in 9th Street. You know what I mean? I mean, we picked up Doble later on, but that goes way back. And then I'm gonna say West Side Chicanos in Hollywood, I guess, because those are two old barrios that have been at each other for a long ass time.
Yeah.
I don't know about deeper with you when you go on deeper like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably true right there. With us, it would always have been Tolleson and Cashing was the main ones.
Cashin Vaughn, Big Mick from Cashin, that was my buddy right there.
I remember him, bro. He was pinche caquero.
Dominic Rioja. Yeah. He gave me good skiing a long time ago. That's a good one though. I ain't seen him in years. I remember some vatos from I was in a condado with from Ligas named Dolphin.
Yeah, that's Wilo's brother. Adam Cerna, brother.
Yeah, Adam Cerna.
Well, Adam Cerna's Wilo, but his brother's Dolphin.
No, I'm saying that's Wilo, but I'm saying Adam's brother.
Yeah, Dolphin.
Wilo got in trouble.
Yeah, I know. I was with Wilo in Buckeye, and I was with Dolphin in Yuma.
Dolphin.
They both look like Gargamel. Am I right? Remember that face?
Because I just got a visual. Hell yeah.
That fucking face they had.
Oh, that's fucked up, bro.
Todd R. If that's Todd, tell him I ain't mad, LOL. He can reach out when he wants. Hey, Greyhound, that vato who said he kicked your ass, man, nobody here gives a fuck about that. But you, brother, we don't care and you know the truth. Put that on the shine, mano. Keep it moving forward.
Oh, yeah. I don't pay no mind to it. You know what I mean? People want to lie. I mean, they're going to lie, but I'll put them on blast. But anything else, I don't mind like that. You could say all the negative shit you want. You know what I mean? But no to no. And like I said, I'm right here like I always am.
Big Javier said, watching her leave that visiting room, she blew me a kiss. I went to my cell, got under my blanket, and cried. Yeah, it's a homeboy.
Hey, girl, I told that joke that you guys couldn't hear me yesterday, but I heard you guys, the BG, 4 Mexicans in the ocean.
Yeah.
I don't know why that made me laugh, but I just had to go tell these fools.
Yeah. Oh, man, where are we at? Hang in there, brothers. Atari 602. Bubba Mesa, man, hey, I will shit as fried as his brain. He don't remember anything. I will, bro. Oh, Manny A. I will shit as fried as his brain is. He don't remember anything. And I will, bro. I also don't think Bobby B's story would be a good one since Slickarisa. Oh, I also think Bobby B's story would be a good one since Slickarisa. Big Rich said, Q-Vo. What's up, brother? How you doing? Joel Brown, okay, on Horn and 10th Ave. Javier Hernandez, in this gangster life that I chose, I traveled all over the place from Los Angeles to San Diego, Florida, Guadalajara. The money that I generated was less compelling than the time I spent locked up. Yeah, it always is, bro. Oh, that Ty 602 said, always is, Javier. We learn as we age. Bubba Mesa said the dupes at 9th Street, I think. What's up? Slickarisa said Big Mick passed away.
What? Man, that's a good boxer right there, man. I like me.
Big Rich, what do you think about the Khalifa and making peace with all their enemies for business purposes? How long will it last? Is this going on in Arizona? It is and it isn't. I mean, Arizona made peace with Khalifas and whatever little enemies they had going on too. I think it's basically, the writings on the window. Everybody sees it's for business purposes, for them to it's for them to prosper. And if that doesn't make people mad, I don't know what would. That's it. If you can't say, look at these vatos now that they're allowed to hit the yardas, they're trying to keep everything calm, tell people don't do shit because they don't want to go back to the hole. But when they were sitting in the hole, you could be getting out next week. They don't give a fuck. You're gonna do that how they tell you to do, or you're gonna die. Now, if that's not a fucking hypocritical ass move, I don't know what is. And for people to fall for that shit, it's ridiculous. Eh?
Well,
You know,
my thing is this: if there's gonna be a truce, right? Then what's the purpose of all these cliques? You might as well just be one altogether. You know what I mean? No
yeah.
cliques, period. Because it makes no sense. Separate cliques on the yarda still, and I mean, you might as well just unite as just one. Period. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah. I look at it from that other side of it too now, where like what makes the Carnales so fucking special that now all all shit has to cease so that they don't get locked down. But when these vatos were facing, they're about to go home, it don't matter. They gotta carry that shank in their ass, pull it out, kill that dude, and go to court and pick up your life sentence with a smile because they told you to.
yeah, I mean, it's because people sacrifice. There was a sacrifice for what was going on, but now people don't sacrifice. There's no honor, no nothing. You know what I mean? So nobody's gonna sit in the oil no more and stand for whatever they had believed in. So now it's just it was just all for nothing. You know what I mean? Like everything was all for nothing. It's just
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, think about that dude.
Bad taste in the mouth.
Yeah.
It just makes me aggravated just thinking about it.
If you think about them vatos that are doing life for hitting a norteño, or norteños that are doing life for hitting sureños, whatever it was that they did, but they're doing life sentences behind it because they believed in this cause or whatever. And now these vatos say, okay, well now you guys are friends, so go buddy up and do some push-ups together. Like,
Well, that's just the state highly going on right now. It's all confusion for all these other bosses. You got bosses in this state that are fighting with each other because you got some who are riding with the faction in the state of what they're doing with riding with the norteños, and then you got these other ones who are going with what the ones are doing in the feds against the norteños. So now they're fighting each other, and it's just a bunch of stupid ass shit going on.
Yeah, I mean, I get it, but if you're doing time in the state and you got life, you don't give a damn which faction is doing what. All you know is you're doing life for some shit that they're trying to change now.
Yeah.
Sun Tzu said, here's something hilarious. My homie Big Lou calls me Gargamel since way back. Crazy. Bubba Mesa said, from listening to Greyhound the first time he was on, and now he seems truly happy. I'm glad we get to kick it and listen to his stories. Awesome person. If an Arizona Eme Carnal goes to Califas, will he have any authority or say on the yarda? I don't think authority and say no, but I think he's. I don't let me lie to you, bro. I have no idea. I know that.
So everything was laid down for backyard law and no man's land. So backyard law is what happens there is their law. He'll be respected and todo, but it's their law. Just like when they come to Arisa, it's their law. They go to Tejas, it's their law. But in the feds, último palabra is theirs because that was their house first, but everybody runs their own linea. And that was what was agreed on. And so, like, even out of state, so, like, let's say, like it was in Illinois, there was 4 of us, and it would be the one man, one vote thing. One wouldn't have no palabra over the next boss.
Greyhound, you know a white
in their own house.
You know a white Northsider in Menard named Todd Danner, or T.O.D.?
Nah, there was no more Northsiders when I was in the pizza over there. Like they had all stopped. You I guess whatever they were in the 80s and early 90s before the Pintas got locked down, they no longer existed like that. The Blancos were like one of the weakest groups in the Pinta, and they were trying to start up a clica, but it was mostly in a Menard thing. But the Northsiders no longer exist like that.
Eddie Leon said, "Hey, boss, like your channel. Question: do you have to get tattoos while incarcerated?" No, bro. You don't have to. Absolutely not. People just, you choose what to get on you if you want. Some people don't put shit. Sun Tzu, a senior. Hey, senor, I noticed you've been going safe style on the shirts. LOL. All respect, sir. I've been at work, bro. These are my work shirts, so these are different. But when I'm at home or out and about, it's all about the golf and the bowling shirts that these fools be trying to hate on because they can't. They don't have this, they don't have the eyes that I have. Eh?
Oh, this Fernando lost his mind over the years.
Why, fool? I'm like a trailblazer, bro. They said my shirt looks like the Charlie Sheen shirts, bro. They're not even button ups or nothing. Every day I try to uplift a person, anyone, even a stranger. I tried it the hard way. My life is much less complicated these days. Drug free, no pisto, said Javier. Que si. Hugo Carnales from Beezer. What's up, bro? Bubba Mesa put Javier Hernandez. I try to help someone every day, especially when I was at work at AutoZone. Cubo Cricks and Greyhound from South Phoenix. What's up, homeboy? Slick Arisa, Big Mick from Cashin passed away. How, bro? Said Francisco VP. Javier Hernandez, Bubba Mesa, that is a man. I commend you. I commend you. Good work. Guess he. Did Greyhound pick up a life sentence for the Emme?
Yeah.
Yes, he did. Freedom, liberty. Bobby B, listen, brothers, that's the lie. They say that there was honor, but there was never honor. Never. Bubba Mesa, Javier Hernandez, thank you, bro. And you too, bro. What's up, Cricket and Greyhound and Chronicles says original 86. What's up, brother? How you doing, homeboy? Javier Hernandez, I hated having to fight the Norteños. However, it is mandatory. Some of them vatos were bruisers. I never talk shit to them. They will target you out. Clover 28 put, what's up, big homie? ¿Qué pasó, brother? Bubba Mesa put, you find some of the best tattoo artists in the pen, though. Yeah, that's true. Original 86.
Yeah, a lot of flechas get down.
Yes, I got a lot of my shit by a
flecha. They can do portraits and everything. I mean, they're about to get down.
Yeah, I have one that he was a word sighting that fixed up a lot of my shit. Norteños from California said original 86. Awesome person. So double members would join Border Brothers? Yeah, more than likely, homeboy. More than likely. LOL, they have zero taste. But not all awesome person. We had paisas that were carnales. I just don't think they were doble. Paisa Juanillo was from San Luis, Mexico.
Yeah, I was gonna say Juanillo, yeah. Juanillo got deported and shit. Man, I never seen him ever since he got out. That was a good ass brother.
Yeah, he was originally from
San Luis. Good dude right there.
From San Luis, and then now we know Pinche Camacho was a paisa. He didn't even know it, but yeah, there was a few. Shit, I think Longo was, bro, because that fool spoke some broken up ass English.
Yeah, he did, and I think Big Al to some degree, I guess he was.
Yeah.
I guess.
Hello, they have zero taste, sir, said Sun Tzu. Straight square shirt, said Ty 602. Did you run with the blacks when you were locked up? Who? Me? No, I did not, bro. Manny A. Cricket, I hear what you're saying pertaining to the Lismo, but once you start playing and raise your hand, there's no self-choice. They made the choice to perform. Your message is clear to youngsters. Yeah, I mean, I know that. I get it. It's just, again, I mean, I understand the juego. I played it. It's just, I'm just pointing out some of the hypocritical points now that I can. Francisco, I don't know exactly how he passed, but he did pass about 2 years ago, right after he got out of La Pinta. Rest in peace, Big Mick. Manny A. It can happen the day before you go home. Yeah, Manny A said, huh?
His name was Dominic Riojas.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Manny A said, it can happen the day before you go home. If your number is called, then it is. Yeah, oh, I know. Trust me, I get it. Joey Sigma said, what's going down, everyone? What's up, brother? Carlos Cortez, what's up, everyone? Saludos from Jalisco. What's up, Carlos? Javier Hernandez, this is a very uplifting podcast. Listening and reading the comments is my therapy. Good to know that I'm not the only one that hates cricket's enemies. Rogelio Hernandez, I used to call Robert Castañeda Gargamel. Shit, I think even Longo looked like Gargamel, bro. Think about it.
Yeah, he did. Because the way his head would hang down.
Yeah.
And kind of hunched a little bit.
Yeah, big old fucking Oompa Loompa looking motherfucker. Thanks, Slick Carissa. That sucks, said Francisco. Bubba Mesa, it's sad I had to go to prison to get tatted from Primo Nino. LOL. Joey Sigma, everyone remember to hit that like button if you haven't already. Gracias, homeboy. Damn, Chop ain't here. Laugh my ass off. Shocker. It's my fault, bro. I started late today. I had told them we'd start earlier, and I got caught up. What clica do whites have in Arizona Pintas? They have the Aryan Brotherhood as well. Is Greyhound locked down 23 hours? No, Original 86.
No, not no more.
He's all good.
I get to stretch my legs now.
Greyhound laughed about my norteño comment. Serio pedo, carnal. I heard some men who were loudmouth and then had to eat their words. Disrespect in prison is more severe than anything imaginable.
That was some real talk right there. I like when a bottle see, like for me, when I talk about 9th Street and Noble, those are some worthy adversaries that I had. You know what I mean? I would never spot up no bottles and talk bad about them.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
So I respect that when you can say, oh yeah, these bottles, they would come at you, you know what I mean? Because that's what happens.
Yeah.
The Barrio Aztecas were like that in New Mexico. The bottles were beasts.
Clover 28, we had a homeboy Saldo from Juarez. He got into it. Yeah. Sun Tzu said, hit that thumbs up. Hugo, gracias. Hey, Greyhound, you guys get snow yet, or is it just cold as fuck?
You have 30 seconds remaining.
Like a few weeks back, we got snow that just touched down lightly, and then it immediately went away, but it just been cold. That's it. I'll come back right now.
Okay. Doing a term paper tonight that is due this week. Really enjoying the content tonight. God bless you, Greyhound. I'll tell him ahorita. Look at Gremlin. He was short to the house, didn't want to perform, and got whacked. Yeah. They killed Gremlin, a couple weeks before he was getting out. Look at Negro. He fucking picked up a life sentence on a 5-year bid. He got his release papers in the county jail on the new beat.
This call may be monitored or recorded. Global Tel Link. Hotel link.
Homeboy Geronimo said, God bless you, Greyhound.
All right, gracias. God bless you.
We're going to have to put Chop on the milk cartons, said Bubba Mesa. Austin Harville said, what's up? What's up, homeboy? How you been, bro? Ain't seen you here in a while. Paso. Had a homeboy from Juarez. He got into the TS before he died. Yeah, a lot of them Texas ones are paisas too. Carlos Cortez, you ever go eat at El Chololos to eat birria or to El Santo Coyote in La Quepaque? They're both good restaurants. Yeah, I know that's the not watch shit, bro. I'm not with all that. Greyhound, any 9F those 4 still in Illinois?
Any what?
9. Oh, any of those 4 still in Illinois?
4?
You said that there was 4 of you guys there, and there was 1 boat, 1 person.
Oh yeah, 3 of us got sent out when we had got sent out. One went back to Califas, and the other one went back to Texas. Only Flacco's just there. My heart goes out to Flacco. That shit sucks.
Doble runs in pack, never fight fair, said Original 86.
Honestly, I mean, they run, they do, but I knew some ones that used to throw down, like Cholo from 18th Street, Chapo before he died, little Chapo Jose, he used to throw down. There was a few of them that used to throw down. The other Cholo too, Pedro, he used to throw down too.
Remember that other one too, Gremlin? Remember Gremlin?
Yeah.
Or Gizmo. What was his name? Gremlin or Gizmo?
No, it was Gizmo. It was Gizmo.
Yeah.
Gizmo.
He was on the 6th floor with me in Madison.
I know there was a few of them that threw down. That would throw down.
Geronimo said, "Thank you, Greyhound." Freedom Liberty said, "Greyhound is another situation on why the life is fucking horrible. You kill for them, and at the end they betrayed them." M. Morales said, "What's up, Mr. Cricket? What's up from Yuma, Arizona, by way of Coachella, California? Orale, what's up, bro? How you doing? Sun Tzu, don't sound like a position to put a brother in so close to the house, Charlie." Yeah, you're right about that. You think that they would need him more on the street? Anybody can kill inside. Might as well use the fools that are stuck there forever anyway. But that's just me. That's not ML logic. Javier, yes, sir. Chololo by the airport on Carretera Chapala, Berria de Chivo. Man, bro, I'm learning. I'm practicing this Spanish reading, bro. Doble is a very interesting gang. It's different and all over Phoenix. I wonder who or how it began. Is it still all around?
Yeah.
What happened, fool?
I said you would have to get with them to find out about that.
Yeah. Manny A. Hey, Grillo, I ain't saying nothing you don't know, but I do want to say your message to the youngsters and gente that don't know is real talk. Good job. Right on, bro. Appreciate that. Trying, brother. I'm trying my best. Anthony Johnson, I can recall on one hand the down white boys in Adobe. 5 years later, the same guys who were getting their shoes taken were now Nazis or Vikings, all tatted, mostly because Raza had their back.
Hey, that's crazy, right? I tripped out when I first came to the pizza. I was like, man, these vatos, they should get punked in Adobe and Durango and everything. And then you go to the pizza and they were headhunters.
Remember the Fourth Reich?
Yeah, Simon, the Fourth Reich.
Javier Hernandez.
That was the Adobe Mountain prison gang that they made up.
Yeah. Carlos Cortez, that's the one. El Chololos, his goats are eating grass in the field behind the restaurant, so you get fresh goat meat. Javier, haha, Simon, said Carlos. Bubba Mesa, awesome person. Doble just popped up one day in Mesa. Next thing, there was a shitload of them. We fought with them all the time in Mesa. Shit, they popped up everywhere. What's Flacco's name, said EJG.
Yuma?
No, I think he's talking about the one that's in Chicago.
I'm trying to remember his last name. I got it written down somewhere because we had got in trouble and shit in the Supermax over there and on the Yada and shit, and we were refusing to all come out to talk to the Hudas and shit, and they had gave us all boletos and shit for impeding an investigation.
Where was he from originally?
He was a bishop. He was a Latin bishop. I mean, bishop. He was a bishop, a Latin bishop.
Oh, EJG knows him, I think. Sun Tzu, mi español está mejorando, guacha. Bubba Mesa, Manny, hey, I think you know about everything as much as Cricket does. You should come on and tell your story, bro. Just my 2 cents. Yes,
Oh,
it's talking about Manny, hey. Let's do it. Mastodon put fingers. Fingers? What happened? What fingers? Javier Hernandez put the Norteños started out of necessity. The MA was abusing them, and in prison, you cannot permit this. They had to fight or kneel down. JXS 1000. Can you do videos on making spreads? I haven't really even thought of that, bro. That's really
technically, it's called Mexican Chronicles. So that's part of the Chronicles.
yeah, technically. I just haven't thought about it. I mean, shit, I don't know. I would feel like a weirdo sitting there going, and now you just crush up your chips like a fucking Martha Stewart type shit. Yeah, we'll see. Javier Hernandez, is that in California prison? Said original 86. Yes, it is, homeboy. So, question for Greyhound: do you regret getting life for the MA? Boom.
No, I didn't. I mean, it wasn't just for them. It was for me. You know what I mean? So I mean, I don't want to put a blame on somebody else. You know, when I was a grown ass man who made my own decisions and stuff. You know what I mean? I believed in what I had did, and everything that transpired after that. You know what I mean? That's the bad taste in my mouth with certain people and stuff like that. So
Yeah. Kind of a grown ass man. I think you were like 20, weren't you? You thought he was a
start
grown.
off young. I did start off young. I'm the youngest so far who's ever got it. So I did start off young.
Everyone in, hit that like button, said Ray Diaz, Cubo. Original 86, yes, in California, said Javier. Frank Oliva said, shit, 18th Street is deep in LA and lost too. Haha, they were active but as fuck, but they used to just take anybody in though too, so they had numbers. They had a lot of weirdos though. Sun Tzu said, LOL, yes, corny. Now boil water. Looks terrible. Damien De Leon put out here grilling some comida for the familia, listening to another video. Life's good. Órale. Manny A. Hey, Bubba, I can't, bro. I'm just content to kick it here and chat with you vatos. Plus that statute of limitations thing. LOL, you know what time it is. Yeah, I got that too, bro. But I'm like, my comment was blocked or what? Says Mastodon. Was it? I don't think so. Did it get blocked? Somebody? Somebody, please tell me. I don't see.
I like that song.
Me too. I can't sing for shit though. All I see is the one. Right here. It's right here. I think it took a minute to come through. Not just in Doble. Every hood has culones like that. When I fought Buddha from DVP, the fucker wanted to fight with his gloves on. Homies made him take them off, and he had fucking fat rings on all 10 fingers. Okay. Yeah. I don't know why that didn't come through on my thing. It came through on the YouTube one, but it didn't come through on my thing right here. That's weird. Only fingers came through. Que loco. I don't know why that happens, man. That's why I like watching the YouTube one too. Where are we at? Now I'm talking about one of the 4 you said was still in Illinois. Greyhound.
He's asking about one of the 4 that's still in Illinois.
Yeah, because you had told him that when you were talking about.
Yeah. Well, the 4th is Flaco from Grape Street Watts.
Oh, Grape Street Watts. I think that's who he was asking about.
Yeah, that's the one that's left because the other one was a monster from Coachella Valley. He got sent back to Califas, and the other one was uh, Texas, and man, that was G Machine, and he got sent. Well, he had time to go to I think Wisconsin or something because he stabbed a Huda out there and picked up Tiempo, and then they sent him out there to Illinois with us. But only me, Monster, and G Machine were the Superman. Flacco wasn't. He came from the feds to Illinois because he got time out there to do that.
So Greyhound, you're a young buck, and all you can think about is putting in work for the brothers and going to prison for the rest of your life.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's, you know what I mean. That was the goal. I reached the goal. I reached the goal faster than anybody else in AC Heroes history, and you know what I mean. It is what it is. Yeah.
Original 86 said Doble would wear their lokes in the nighttime. They were weird. DCG said, "Hey, Grio, I just heard you say yesterday that Ears was parte. He was my perro. Is he still active, and how's he doing?" What do you know about that, Graham?
Yeah. He's doing good. He's in there, but you know, I knew him when he was youngster and shit. You know what I mean? And he's doing all right. You know.
He's still active, huh?
Yeah.
Bubba Mesa said, "I got a lot of respect for you, Greyhound. First person I've heard say it was my own decisions. Everyone else I know blames everyone else."
Yeah, you know what I mean. When I say that, I had a rata on my case. This vato, he lied, and there's so much bullshit about the case. But at the end of the day, I was part of everything. You know what I mean? I was part of the mix of everything. Had I not done whatever I done, played my parts and conspired and just any and every part of it, you know what I mean? I probably wouldn't be here, and I wouldn't have a rata to fucking snitch on me and lie about me or whatever, you know what I mean? But I'm responsible for what Greyhound did. I made my own decisions. Nobody put a gun to my head. I made my own decisions.
Bobby B said, "I mean, did you think you're going to join and then somehow you were going to be out on the streets living a nice life?"
For me, no. I knew when I went to the pizza, that's where I wanted to go. That was my goal, was to the pizza. You know what I mean? And I knew that's what it was. I almost, on the last bit, I almost not even made it out. There was a holiday that happened. They lost the filero, they lost the clothing, they lost the fucking videotape, they lost everything. So I got lucky and was able to step back out. But back then, I didn't even think I was gonna get out. You know what I mean? And at this time, I mean, it is what it is. I knew it was gonna happen one way or another.
Mastodon said, "Not just in Doble, but every barrio has vatos that are culones to go one-on-one or a clean fight. When I fought, same one. When I fought Buddha from DVP, the vato wanted to fight with gloves on. Homies made him take them off. And he had fat rings on all 10 fingers. Bubba Mesa, but I approved his message." Frank Olivas, "They weren't doing this shit when I was out in my hood, but I be seeing a gang of videos of barrios kicking over the candles and shit of their enemies, recording it and posting it. That weirdo shit." Yeah. Is that weirdo shit happening in Arizona? I don't know, bro. To be honest with you. Probably not vatos our age, I'm sure. And kids, maybe. Cricket, you gonna put a video on Thanksgiving, homie? I'll probably do it live. That's it. I don't really got nothing going on. Austin Harbour, "Respect to Greyhound. Que sí." Javier Hernandez said, "Heard that pendejo talk bad about Greyhound. To me, that is dust in the wind like a big pedo." Bubba Mesa said, "I get you, man. Yeah, I think you do a good story, though." Greyhound, that just shows I can meet any goals you set. You can meet any goals you set. Just set better goals for yourself. It's never too late.
That's true.
Yeah. Ray Miranda said, "What's the real reason the second split happened?" Um, Man, it's a long one, bro. To be honest.
Well, second split.
Well, they're talking about the trigger thing.
You talking about what I did?
Yeah, you guys.
I mean, this my thing is, I'm just fed up with a lot of the bullshit. You know what I mean? What happened to cricket? I'm in the beat up for killing people, and the people that I killed were supposed to be basura, and yet other people are allowing basura to fucking kick it and be part or do this and do that. I mean, it was just an accumulation of shit, and we were just tired of it. You know what I mean? I know I was tired of it, and but what kicked off wasn't supposed to have went down like that. You had somebody scared, and that was Gray Harville. He got scared when he got checked by Trigger and Chopper, and then he went and lied and changed some shit up. And same thing with Chino. Chino went to running his mouth, and then because they had sent Chino out of state for 1 month, and this fool came back, and nobody else got sent back, but this fool came back, and then we were making decisions, and then he got sad, and he wanted to remove himself from the mesa, but he couldn't do that, and so we started to do things where here was the thing was when I stepped up in the kitchen, they messed up because I started dusting off fucking shit, and there was this thing called accountability, and people weren't being accountable for their actions. So there was people who had made fucked up decisions, and because they felt that they were in the kitchen, that they could just make these bad decisions. Nah, fuck that. Then they want to get mad that I want to push these issues to correct all these things, and now it wants to be a problem. So we just got fed up with all these things, and it just, right is right and wrong is wrong. When I say that, I mean, like Cricket said it the other day, he's like, what's right under the rules and the standards that we make, right? So under those rules,
You have 60 seconds remaining.
all the things that were going on were wrong. You know what I mean? And he was trying to fucking take a stand and start doing what's right. And this time I said there was going to be no neutral. You're either with us or you're against us. And this is what it's going to be, period. And somebody shot shots first without trying to sort everything out. And when we found out that's what it was, that's when I put Palabra out there to start spilling blood the way it
You have 30 seconds remaining.
And for that, I don't regret that because they did this to themselves. They did this to us. And that's why I continue to fight to this day.
Calling back?
Yeah.
Sun Tzu, like Greyhound said, there's no honor. Therefore, young men carry themselves in a disrespectful manner like cell soldiers, crossing out names, kicking candles over, desecrating sacred places. Bobby B said, "Oh, warrior poet." Question for Greyhound: how do you feel about Grillo's positive message? I'll ask him that when he comes on.
Link has a collect.
A man's word is no longer a thing. Each man for himself, fellas. So you wanted to go to prison? Oh.
More funds, please. No link.
Hey.
Hey.
So there's a lot of fucked up shit. when I was on the streets, we made a lot of fucking money, right? And there was money that was split up between us, and then there was this pile of money that was supposed to go to the carnales into Supermax and those that were out of state. This money's going for the STG lawyers and for this and this, right? So later on, when I come back to the Pinta and I'm with Chopper and Monchi, and then I'm like, hey, you guys been getting this chop and everything? And they're like, what chop? And I'm like, what do you mean, what chop? We were putting, there was feria, I'm talking about chunks of feria, I mean, that was taken aside for these people, and they never even got it. You know what I mean? Your own brothers ain't even looking out for you. We put all this feria aside for you, and they're not even looking out for you. We had people on the streets, bulldogging other gente for their own greed. Shit like with Floater, what happened to Floater shouldn't have happened. It was a power play, and it was just a whole accumulation of shit that just kept adding up, and we were just tired of it, and enough was enough, so we took a stand, and we went to war, you know what I mean? I'm still at war, but it just, it was all for nothing, you know what I mean? It was just all for nothing, and it's just a bad taste. It just gets me aggravated just to think about it and to dwell on everything, you know what I mean? But it was just because of all the fucked up shit that just been happening, and again, the cricket is an example of that, but there's more of that's went on that a lot of you don't know about, and a lot of deeper shit a lot of people don't know about, but it was just a lot of that, and it just had to stop. You know what I mean? It just had to stop.
Manny A said, question for Greyhound. How do you feel about Grillo's positive message for youngsters being your active, not trying to stir shit up? You both are stronger than that. Just curious.
I like what he's doing. You know what I mean? I'm all for it. You know what I mean? I think having me on here is kind of good because it allows them to see what we become, what you have to be to live this life. You know what I mean? Like, I know somebody said, how I don't have remorse or whatever, but you got to understand, when we're living this craziness, we can't have remorse. We can't be sympathetic. We can't be empathetic. We can't think about others. You know what I mean? So it just gives them an understanding to be able to see what it really is. You know what I mean? And I'm proud of them. You know what I mean? I was proud of them on another level. Now I get to actually be proud of them on a righteous level that means something, because like a few days ago, I happened to be on here and I heard them say something about getting donations for food drive and shit, and I was just like, man, that's, I didn't say nothing, but it was just like, man, I'm proud of this motherfucker. You know what I mean? This is that's tight. You know what I mean? I mean, check this out. He out here getting people to donate food for these kids and stuff like that, and I'm like, man, that's really tight. I like that, man. So I like what he's doing, and I'm proud of him for it. You know what I mean? And it doesn't change nothing with me or anything that I'm doing. Me, my struggle with evil and good is my own struggle that I deal with.
By the way, it's a toy drive, fool, for Christmas.
Oh, it's a toy drive, but it's still, I still feed me, you know what I mean? And I'm proud of you for it,
Yeah, right on. So Bobby B said, so you wanted to go to prison for the rest of your life and live with other men and have no contact with women, really? And live that life, no cars, no women, no really good food, no travel?
Yeah, all that.
Ty602 said, thank you guys for sharing. Appreciate it. Sun Tzu said, of course your son does the cooking. Yeah. Miguel Mejia says, saludos, Crickety Greyhound. ¿Cómo están? What's up, brother? How you doing? I'm good. Damien De Leon said, yeah, that's what I meant. Alive, bro. You're going to air one Thanksgiving. Que sí. Yeah, Simon, I am, bro. Javier Hernandez, everyone. Well, I probably won't be so many people because, people got to enjoy their thing, and I understand that. It's cool. Everyone who is a Sureño must play ball with the M. I was close to rolling it up a few times. Last time I beat up an innocent guy and got put in the hole just to be alone and away from politics, said Javier Hernandez. Ray Miranda said, hey, Cricket, after doing 10 years in prison, all the lies that were told about Trigger and Greyhound, hearing it from his mouth clarifies a lot of lies and brainwashing. Yeah. Damien De Leon, the same gente that wants you to kill for them and say they'll kill for you is the same gente that will piss on you and tell you it's raining. Yeah. Good night, gente. I will have to just listen to the rest tomorrow at work, said Orlando Cervantes. All right, brother. Have a good one. Ty 602 says scandalous. Bubba Mesa said Damien De Leon 100. Yeah. Anthony Johnson said Watto Head's name was called every 9 minutes in SMU 2 97. I said Watto, yo Watto, send this to Watto, Eleanor's to Watto. Next thing I know, Watto gets out and the same fool's calling his name. Sheesh, no love. Yeah. Yes, that's how it works. Politics are all bad, period. Point blank from Washington to the Pinta. William Villalobos. Yeah. Bobby B, do you go on Gunner's channel, said Sean Collins. Sun Tzu, the missing carnal money says it all. No honor there. It's all about the greedy green. Yep. Bobby B, when I first went in, I thought one way. When I got out, I thought another. Things were forever changing, and so was I. Life is about growth, dude. Change. Know what I mean? Yeah. You can tell that Greyhound is really proud of you, Cricket, said Bubba Mesa. Yeah, right on. Shout out to Greyhound. Always happy to hear his voice from RJ. Bobby B said, what we became, come on, man, it was always that. Even before you, the M is a festering cyst, no future in that vida. Yeah, I think a lot of us use that terminology when we talk about it because, a lot of us were blind at the time. It just is. It's just part of the Torica. When we actually look back, we see that it wasn't even what we thought what it was. You know what I mean? Like it's like it ain't what it ain't when it ain't because it ain't. You know what I mean? It's just all part of that shit. Straight up. Bobby B, that's how I thought. OG inside gave me the knowledge. Thank God for him, said Freedom Liberty. Damien De Leon said, gracias, Bobby B. Tell Greyhound that therapeutic socks make great fifi, said Javier Hernandez. He's good, bro. He got the Cheeto. A lot of work. Yeah, he got the Cheeto. He's good. Sean Collins, Javier, LOL. Ty 602 says, salute to you both. Damien De Leon, so that's because before going in, we see the view outside looking in. Once in, we see Jale for what it really is. Una mentira. Yeah. JT Phoenix says, I'm in the biggest gang ever. Soldiers for Christ. There's power in the name of Jesus. Rogelio Hernandez says, órale, homies, mañana. Have a good night. Prison Chronicles, Grillo, and Greyhound. All right, brother. Ya sabes. Have a good night, bro. Buenas noches. Sean Collins, that fool Gunner, something about him seems no good since original 86. Good Greyhound. It's Firme. You show him that even though you have your own struggle, you support him and are upfront about how you admire his positive work. Good shit. Greyhound's wife, but what the fuck? I'm just playing. He don't have a Cheeto. Just a little joke. He just likes the keister. You just got me in trouble. I was just playing. He just likes the keister. Now Greyhound is part of our gang, and he don't have to worry about us asking or trying to kill him, said Bubba Mesa. You got to make your own gloves out of sweaters like we do in Arizona, said Freedom Liberty. They give you guys gloves out there, you know?
Yeah, they sell us gloves. We get gloves out here.
Greyhound's wife, well, he got to do what he got to do, said Sean Collins. Geronimo said, amen.
Never.
And then Yaruka said, uh-huh. Bubba Mesa said his...
Hey, I was just...
Go ahead.
I was... She's going to get mad when I say this, but I was telling her about the shower, right? I said, the shower's multi-purpose. We can go to the shower, take a shower, shave, do our laundry, make love, and take the kids swimming at the same time.
He's stupid. Bubba Mesa said his prison pocket. Damien De Leon, Cricket, calmala, you're gonna break up a happy home. Yeah, I know, that's my bad. I just joking, just joking. Sup, bro? Just got out of the Suns game. We won. Ask Greyhound if they showed the game. We wiped that ass. Tell Greyhound it feels good to be a good guy. Carlos Nieto. What's up, homeboy? They show the juegos in there, bro?
Yeah. Well, because right now on the TV out here in the pod, they got a big old flat screen. They got Pittsburgh and the Chargers playing right now, but I didn't get to see home. I seen the score though. I think it was like 23 to something.
Freedom, liberty, respect, says Ty 602. Baba Mesa said, what's up, Carlos Nieto? Sun Tzu said, I'm trying to eat, vatos. Can't have that soft of a stomach. Come on, bro. We got to have some pinta clowning going on. Anthony Johnson said, Greyhound, were the Nuggets fans salty about Suns in 4?
What?
Were the Denver Nuggets fans pissed off about how the Suns won in 4?
Oh, yeah. They were a little salty.
Bobby B said, no gunner. He's on a different onda. Carlos Nieto, Cubo Big Cricket. What's up, brother? How you doing? Damien De Leon said, I think he meant they whipped that ass. You always crack me up. Javier Hernandez, Greyhound at night, just close your eyes and picture yourself at a place that you always wanted to be at. Yeah. Ty 602, Freedom Liberty. Fuck the sun, says Greyhound's wife. Orale, they're going to have to block you. Airman Espinosa put, hey, homies. What's up, brother? How you doing? Man, real quick, as a little interlude, I know, there's a bunch of more comments. I'll do it in a minute. Greyhound wife, that's what sons for life. If we send Greyhound a picture, will he draw it for me? Says Bubba Mesa. He can't do portraits and stuff, but he has somebody that will. So he can get it done. So yes. Carlos Nieto says, Bubba Mesa, what it do, Raza? Ty 602 said, respect to you, brother. Greyhound's wife put a bunch of smileys and put, you block me, you block Greyhound. Is Greyhound gonna Is Greyhound gonna do all his time in Colorado, or will he get transferred?
I mean, I don't know. I've been kicked out of 2 spots, so
yeah, it's kind of up to
see what happens.
His sentencing state is Arizona, so Arizona can kind of put him wherever they want. In the end, I guess I don't know how they figure all that out, but yeah, it remains to be seen. Remember telling my wife of all the babies I killed in prison didn't go over well. LOL, said Bobby B. F the son's Greyhound's wife. LOL. Hell nah. She got an exit left. Okay, cool. Nino will lose it and never draw it up. Ha ha ha, said Bubba Mesa. Carlos, I'm with you, bro. Said Freedom Liberty. He better not get kicked out of here.
I'm doing good. I'm doing trying.
Yeah.
I like to stay here because my baby's here. And I'm just trying to chilling.
She put shake my head. You're getting him in trouble, Cricket. How am I? What am I doing? I'm just reading comments. Cubo homies. Warrior Poet is little bad boy from the dupes. He's older, bro. Is big bad boy. Yeah, we know who he is. Yeah, we know who it is, bro. It's Danny Sainz, little bad boy. We know. Yep, yep. I could tell it was him when he was foaming at the mouth at the 9th Street gym. Sun Tzu said, "Drop your spiel, cricket." Oh, real quick. I know just while we're waiting for some comments, please don't forget, now that Greyhound mentioned it, the Christmas drive for the kids. If you can send any, make sure please put um, the note when you send it though. Just send it to the Cash App or to the Venmo to P Chronicles, and then it'll have my name in there, Manuel Medrano. But make sure you put the note that it's for the Christmas drive. I need to keep track of that for the nonprofit. But if you guys can please, anybody that can, I get it. Not everybody has the feria. We got holidays coming up. We got all this stuff going on. So just whatever you can, whenever you can, from here until the Navidad, send it to that. Put the Christmas drive or Christmas or the kids Christmas or something on the note so that I have proof of that when I get asked by the powers that be. And just please don't forget. If you guys can do that, I appreciate it. What's a Greyhound regular day schedule look like?
I work from 6 to 4 o'clock, Monday to Thursday, and then after that, trying to do something. Right now, this COVID's got everything messed up with the yada. They're like all over the place, so we never really know when we're gonna get it. So we have to function what we would do in the pod and stuff. You know what I mean? So if you do a rutina, do it in the pod as opposed to whatever you had set up to go outside. So it just all depends. You know what I mean? But Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday, video game day.
Anthony Johnson said DOC started dissecting the AB by sending James 16 out of state. Seems like a checkmate to prison gangsters. Did Greyhound like that too, taking them out of the crowd they hold influence over? Yeah, I remember shit. Before they did that, they sent Larry Joe Prince out of state. Who else? Who was that 3-man council at that time?
Well, me and Larry Joe were in New Mexico, and then they sent him to Illinois. But 16 came back and renounced and blew up the whole spot.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, they just went through an implosion, so there ain't even that many of them no more. When 16 came back, he came in and blew up the whole spot.
Wow.
But it was Baby Wayne, Larry Joe, and 16.
And then Bruce Lowry was the president, right?
Yeah, man. He went to the feds on Bruce.
Yeah, but Bruce renounced too, bro. He's in Buckeye right now.
Oh yeah, I didn't know he came back and did it, but
yeah.
Well, once 16 did it, like a whole bunch of them, they only got like maybe I'm gonna say under 10 people up in SMU2 right now, under 10 people, and that's giving it some. They imploded big time.
That's crazy. What's Greyhound's best punch? A left hook or right cross?
You have 60 seconds remaining.
A left hook.
Carlos Sons for life, said Freedom Liberty. Javier back in the day had a leaping left hook. Thanks for asking, said Ty 602. What's your favorite video game? I'm hooked on Madden, said Ruben Leon.
It depends what I'm playing right now. I guess I like that Battlefield of Bad Company right now.
Baba Mesa said, I'll text you later, Cricket. I want something done for my sister, and I sent the pictures to Nino, and he said he lost them. Okay, brother. You gonna hang up, bro?
Yeah, if I can't get on, just because somebody else is on the team, but I'll say we're rushing everybody.
Okay. All right, brother. Yeah, all right. Everybody, hold on real quick. I'm just apologize.
I lost my best friend to 23. She left her body and hovered above me. I saw no shadow. I looked around. Searched every building and home that I found. I saw no shadow, but felt the glow. The warmth inside me, it kept me afloat. It felt like heaven had found my bones and gave me comfort when I feel alone. Now you're gone, I'm alone. I guess it's time to get better. Through the pain, I will go alone. If I fall, break my bones, I will scream even louder. 'Cause I'm not dying alone. I lost my best friend to 23. She left her body and hovered above me. My best friend to 23. I heard the heavens crying above me. The gain's an angel, I lost a friend. I felt like dying again and again. I went through hell, stared at death, but I keep fighting with each living breath. I saw no way out from where I stood. Felt like the fire had burned me from. Now you're gone, I'm alone. I guess it's time to get better. Through the pain, I will go alone. If I fall, break my bones, I will scream even louder. 'Cause I'm not dying alone. I lost my best friend.
Spencer, my bad. I had to take that call, and then they were calling me from work. I had to go do something real quick. My bad. I tried to watch from over there, so I knew what I was doing. Bobby B. Where we at? Oh, I text you. Okay. All right, Bubba Mess. I guess Warrior Poet has been trying to kill me and my family for like 4 or 5 months now. Keep waiting for him to roll up on his bike with his yellow teeth and kill me, but nope. Cricket, remove her comment. Cheers to Greyhound. You got the range, fool. Cheers to Greyhounds at tie 602. Bobby B ain't gonna do shit. Freedom, liberty. First time we got this for without getting on Where's Mundo. Now it's coming, fool. His channel's gone, said Austin Harville. Yeah. Miss Greyhound, hang in there. You must be strong woman. Peace to you, man. Bobby B laughed my ass off. Maybe he got a flat tire. Greyhound wife. Yeah, I know, Freedom Liberty. I'm being funny. Javier, thank you. Where's Joanne? LOL. I know. Do we have a thumbs down yet? We do. We got the thumbs down already. We already got it. Hello? We got the thumbs down already. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I know. I put it on there. All right. Okay. Cool. Is Greyhound walking funny now that he's older with those pins in his hips, and do they hurt when he's cold? We got to find a way to get to these kids on the streets before it's too late. We're going to, bro. And there's more and more kids. We're not going to run out of kids, brother. That's for damn sure. There's plenty of them that need guidance, need that, just need to hear what we have to say. You know what I mean? And not all of them are already on that path. I mean, that's the good thing. The good thing is a lot of them probably would have never went down that route, but at least they can hear our story and see what we have to offer and get some of the stuff we got going on. So it'll be all right. Bobby B, I bet those pins hurt when it's cold. Bubba, I'll have Greyhound address that. Okay, smoke break, says Bobby B. Freedom, liberty, as long as they're still on the street, bro, they are reachable. Yeah. Even the ones in the juvies, bro. I think the juvie hall, the Adobe Mountains, all that stuff, they're still just trying to show off and be the toughest on the block. They're not all, they're not all just castaways. You can't throw them away. A lot of them are still reachable. If you're living, you're right. I grew up around dope, but never seen a 15-year-old dope fiend. Very troubling. Yeah, they're starting to hit. Green and white, okay. This is a proper forum to gather our ideas and keep moving forward to do outreach. Can a Chicano get an amen? Yeah, that's the damn truth for real. I mean, this is at least come together like-minded individuals that can come forward with these ideas and figure it out. Like I said, I mean, it was born right here, the idea of the nonprofit. Someone mentioned it, I looked into it, but talked to some people, everybody was saying it was a good idea, so we did it. Now next step, what I'm saying, whatever we got to do, we're gonna do it. Today's Sunday night, man. Oldies, David Pelayo. Yeah, Mrs. Graham, you consider starting a YouTube channel for women who walk the journey as you. I think you're helping a lot of women. Freedom, liberty. I try every day, but with all of us, we can do more when we put our heads together. Jesse, Geronimo de los Cielos. Amen, brother. Yeah, I mean that's absolutely true. I mean that's why I even started doing this. I mean, by myself. It's not a lot I can bring to the table. Me walking into an office of some senator and talking about my past, I'd be kicked the fuck out. I got nothing to offer. Someone like that. They just look at who I was, what I've done. A lot of them don't believe in the rehabilitation shit, and if they do, they sure don't show it because they're not trying to do it. So, I get that. Now, me coming in after doing all this and at least having a little credibility with, showing, a little bit with my walk and how I'm living my life and what we got going on. It adds a little credibility to it, and then again, things that I can't do, others can. So um, I'll never be able to live down the fact that I'm a murderer. You know what I'm saying? That's just the fucking truth. People will always, that'll always be in someone's the back of their mind, good or bad, and it is what it is. Those are the consequences I have to live with, and that's fine. But there's 50 of you that aren't and can speak up. You know what I mean? So, like I said, it's a group thing, and here we come. Freedom Liberty had my son and 8 of his friends watching Friday. They've been coming every weekend to watch and listen, bro. Feels good to have them here and listen. Ty, these blues are no good. The blues, yeah, Geronimo. What's up, brother? Bobby B. Damien De Leon. Órale, familia. The carne is done. I'm fixing to go inside. I'm freezing my canicas off hasta mañana. I'll message you, Cricket. Good nighty. God bless. All right, homeboy. Ya sabes, Simon. $2 a pill. East Mesa. Island High. Yes, we are working on that. Joanne, is it in here somewhere? Bubba Mesa. That's good. I'm happy they're thinking a different way than we did. I distinctly recall a man who brought the NA program to Kaibab, and I felt like I was a duck in water. Bam. Like-minded individuals. Tolleson Car Club. Is that really? Is that a Tolleson Car? I don't even know that. As if that is true. Oh man, that's crazy. Bubba Mesa, Freedom Liberty. I talked to them about the blues and stuff too, because that's how we lost my 17-year-old nephew. I talked to kids at the Boys and Girls Club too, coach football and basketball. My bad, I got this. Let me see. I'm gonna put this link on for hold on, for Graham. Can I? Yeah, here it is. All right, there's the link. Where we at? Positivity in Motion, and they have had me talk about gangs and stuff too, says Bubba Mesa. Bobby, listen, kids and young people will listen. It's all about the approach. Bubba Mesa, oh my lord, lo siento, hermano. Man, I honestly think those blues are the worst thing to reach the youth, at least in my lifetime. It's probably true, bro. Yeah, it's probably true. Francisco VP, we need everyone to come up with ideas to make a change in these communities that are hit with poverty, something that brings hope to these youth. Yeah. I mean, some of those trades, bro, like people, you can't put them down. Like, people put a lot behind degrees and stuff, but man, you make a lot of money in some of these trades, and it's not crazy backbreaking work. Um, we just have to find the right ones and the ones that interest the kids and make them feel like they're actually accomplishing something. I used to feel, I'm telling you, when I was in the Pinta, I was already, I was done being a carnal. I already done all that shit. I'm fucking almost 40 years old in the joint, and I'm the fucking maintenance guy at the joint. Didn't know shit about shit, and I would learn stuff about electricity and brother, like those type of things made me feel good. Believe it or not, it was like, it was crazy, man. It was like, it was just fucking. It was a trip. How, I don't know, man. Like, even as a grown ass man, you can learn new things and feel fucking like you've accomplished some shit. It was a trip. And these kids, you got to be able to find that for them too. Man. Bubba, keep up the message, brother. Freedom, liberty. We should have a barbecue at park so we can all meet one another, including you, Cricket. See, they come and mow us all down, homeboy. Ando Solo. Whatever happened to Junior Perez from Sauce 35th? He started that riot when we were in Pinal Mountain in 90. I don't know. I'm not sure, bro. David, you keep it up. I say, hope to meet you, man. I take food and clothes to the orphanage in Tecate. The kids act real grateful. Yeah, I'm sure they are grateful, bro. It ain't just an act. No beer, just good food. No, good food and smoke, Carlos Nieto. Carlos, I'm down. Just gotta let me know. No beer, that's right. Freaking do it. Joe Brown, I agree. That shit is horrible all over. My nephew got drunk at a party and the peer pressure. He took one pill and that was it, bro. Fucking sad. They put that fentanyl on that shit, bro. It's crazy. Carlos Nieto, sounds good. Barbecue, I'll take the tortillas. Joe Brown, and Mencho's on the run because of the fentanyl. Just got Mencho's wife. They knew Mencho was near her somewhere really close. Yeah. Oh, shit. Hold on, my bad.
I love you.
Órale, I love you too. I love you more.
Shut your ass up.
What's up, man? You guys figured this shit out. I didn't know. I don't know how to. I didn't know how to add it to the chat on this because I'm on my tablet. But we good. Island High. I have a mad crush. Oh, but I love what you do in the channel. Keep it hit me. See, 19. All right, it's 92. Solo Coco. Freedom, Liberty, Carlos. What's up, Graham? Where you at?
Right here. I heard there was a question for me or something. What's up?
Someone asked, I think, how long you and your Ruka have been together, or something like something to that effect, right?
We got back together again after a little hiatus.
But just start from the beginning. How long all together? Forget all the hiatuses. That shit happens in the joint.
18.
You said hiatus what?
I said the hiatuses happen in the joint, bro. Fuck the hiatuses. How long you guys been together, like from the beginning to now?
18 years.
Right. That's feeding, man. Damn, I don't know how she could put up with your ass for that damn long, though.
It ain't easy.
It's we both got strong personalities, so I'm an asshole and she's a bitch, so it takes, you know what I mean? We complement each other.
You stupid. Javier Hernandez, I believe you are correct. They want to do a Chronicles barbecue. Got to be at Verde Park out of respect to JB Bojorquez. What up, Bobby B? Yeah, right. They said we got to have a barbecue for everybody in the chat so everybody could meet, and me too. So they're going to come and just mow down that motherfucking park.
Whose park?
Any park, fool, that we do a barbecue at.
Oh.
And mow that shit down trying to get me. They just arrested La Senora Carlos Cortez here in Zapopon. Joel Brown, Menchels is up against AWACS and drones. Yeah. Bubba Mesa, those are awful circumstances to hear about your nephew. A barbecue would be dope. Man, I haven't been to Verde Park in 15 years, Anthony Johnson. That would be a good time. I drove by there last year. I went through there, the Dukes, Garfield, all of them different, 9th Street. Yeah, both Garfield and 9th Street. I went through all that shit. Taking pictures and stuff. Miss Greyhound, is it still puppy love?
Greyhound what?
Is it still puppy love?
Nah. No puppy love.
Someone says she whispered 18 years. How did he explain Keister stash? I don't know if you want to address that anymore, bro.
I'll just, some real shit gotta go in there, you know what I mean? Fileros, all kinds of stuff, you know?
It sucks when you gotta do it in front of your ruca.
Oh, shit.
And the visita, shit. Thank you, brothers. I tried because I don't want these kids doing the shit I was out doing, says Bubba Mesa. Spencer had to go open the homegirl car. She locked the keys in, says JoJo. I'm kidding. Much respect to you both, says Ty602. That's the best combo. Get no Greyhound. Oh,
What's that?
I think he's talking about asshole and bitch.
Yeah.
Órale, Cubo Carnales, I send mines to you and everyone on here. Yay, yay. I've been with my baby girl 26 years. Thank you, Lord Jesus. Amen. She's my heart and soul, from Mr. Goyo. What's up, brother? How you doing? 18 years of good. Awesome, said Ray Diaz. Probably wasn't all good if you ask her. Fucking Greyhound's a dickhead. Ask Greyhound about his hips. Hey, bro, your hips don't lie?
A what?
Pero pedo, they were asking if your hips hurt when it gets cold because of the pins you have in it.
Oh, I mean, it depends, you know what I mean? It depends.
Yeah. I had to throw my own in there. Freedom Liberty said, Grillo, the only way the M can get you is in prison and you're not going back. They got no pool on the streets anymore. Yeah, bro. Don't let them fool you. I ain't gonna let the guard down neither, bro. There've been lots of vatos that thought that. That's the perfect hiding spot when you're locked up, LOL, said Mr. Goyo. Shit, that's the perfect hiding spot, period.
Straight up.
Prayers for all the homies.
Hey, funny story, right?
Yeah.
In SMU2, they started putting us on the dry cell watch. But every time we came back from the condado, there was particular ones of us that they would go put us in the fucking dry cell watch. Because they said that Cuervo, when they brought him back from court, when they went in the van to search the van, make sure nothing was left in there, they found honey bun wrappers. You get strip search everything coming from the condado to come back to the pinta, so they were tripping out that there was honey bun wrappers in the fucking van.
Yeah, whole honey buns up there. Prayers for all the homies' wives. 100. If they ever need anything, let me know, said JoJo AZ. What up, Goyo? How you been? Says Ray Diaz. Bubba Mesa says, oh, wow. Damn, me and my lady have been together on and off since 7th grade. We've been married for 21 years now. Damn, 7th grade. As long as you don't keister an ounce of monta, you're still good. An ounce? That's it?
An ounce?
Shit, Greyhound could do like 4 of those.
I know people that did a lot more than just an onza.
Shit, an onza gets down to like a small, right?
Like quarter rolls. That's quarter rolls right there.
Yeah, that's just a quarter roll. Not that I could.
When you start doing shit sideways, that's when you know, hey, man.
When you don't need the grease and that motherfucker just disappears, that's the issues.
Hey.
Freedom, liberty. The MS reach is overstated. Yeah, it definitely is. I know that too. I don't put nothing past them, but I'm not overly ridiculous with it either. I don't got a Heina. He left me for another vato, said JoJo Arizona. That's so stupid. We'll have Fourth Reich for security at the barbecue. Bunch of Kyle Rittenhouses. Anthony, what's up? SLC, vato. Does Greyhound keep in contact with Bumper from his hood? He's good people, said Carlos Nieto.
I haven't seen him since I was out there when the last time I seen him, we had got in a shootout at Warrior Poets Hepa's house, but I haven't seen Bumper since then. Yeah, he's a good little vato.
Mr. Goyo, what's up, my boy? Mr. Goyo, Arizona. Órale, ¿qué hubo, carnal? Oh, he's talking about AZ, JoJo AZ. Always youngsters waiting in the wings, said Ty 602. Yep, that's the problem. Bobby B, what does overstated mean? Oh. Anthony Johnson, I think I was with you in Alpha or Enterprise in Adobe in 96 to 99, says RJ. Ray Cuo Carnan from Mr. Goyo. Ain't shit. I seen a vato with a QP and a QP of tobacco. Oh yeah, an ounce ain't shit. He said, I seen a vato with a QP and a QP of tobacco. Yeah, I've seen that too. Quarter pounds. That's like a summer sausage. Does Greyhound walk funny because his hips are fucked up? Do you,
You know what? I got this little walk. They think this is my pimp walk, but it's actually my hip walk.
Your hip walk.
Yeah.
Homie said, Javier Hernandez said, Chale, as long as you don't tie a knot in the Triple X t-shirt, I'll always respect you, Greyhound.
Just the way you saw it hanging down, that's all it'll ever be, just like that.
The only reason the Emmett gets hyped up is from low-level fools that get out and use the nostalgia for clout, but it's weaker than it's ever been right now. It is that. That's for damn sure. It is gotten a lot weaker than it's ever been. It's a lot more watered down. But it only takes one that's willing to pull that trigger, so that's the problem, you know. Idiots can still kill. But, I mean, I did it. Fuck. I'm not the smartest motherfucker. Mr. Goyo said, Chopper, órale, que hubo. Chopper? Chopper ain't here. That's Greyhound. Prayers to you, Goyo, said Ty 602. Ray Diaz said, Goyo, it's good to see you. Ain't nobody touching you, Cricket, if you're around. Your Chronicle homies around. Gracias, mi raza, said Mr. Goyo. From the exit in Grillo. No, I know. Yeah, likewise, Ray. Freedom, liberty means they can't touch you. As much as people claim they can, they don't have real pull anymore. Busted my ankle, got a pimp walk now, said Ty 602. Bobby B, I agree. Anthony Johnson said, RJ, probably if you were, you wouldn't forget it. Average 3 fights a week in 96. That joint rocking sent me to Catalina for all my rucas. Ended up getting transferred to the madhouse. Oh, all my ruckus. Ended up getting transferred to the madhouse. Lil Bobo, Eastside 9th Street. Barrio. Oh, Verde Park. Locos. Man, he went hard. I'm down to kill all the tacos in Arizona. Me too. What's up, fool? Greyhound, say something.
Hi. Hey. I got to cut off right now anyway because it's I'm about to lock down for count or for the rest of the night anyway. But we'll chop it up again. I'll answer, I guess, whatever I wasn't answering before or whatever. So we'll get around to all of that. But for the night, call it for the night right now, bro.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
Come on.
I'm gonna try and shoot some feria for your phone tomorrow, bro.
Okay, good night.
All right, bye.
It's that time.
She's done. Okay, where are we at? I'm down to kill all the tacos. Yeah. They still had Cottage Alpha. It was Gangster Cottage back then. I was there in 89. Lil Wolfie was Marcelli, and Louis Reese from the Dukes was there too. Oh, Louis Reese. Manny A. Bobby B. and Khalifa's trust they can touch you if they really want. They have no availability issues. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is, I think, again, like I said, I mean, they got their problems, I said, but people willing to put in the work and do stuff like that, that's never been limited. It's not that hard to find people that want to move up in the ranks and be part of that and, you know, all that stuff. It's just, you know, it's all it's just part of, you know, it's part of that life. I get it. It's no big deal. I'm not tripping. Again, just remain diligent and keep it moving. I don't, you know, overstate it and I don't understate it. It's just part of it. Claymore with tripwire at their back door. Bang on the front, yellowing police. Open up. Just kidding. Cricket, much love, carnal. And homegirls, I'm gone. Yeah, yeah, keep pushing forward. Raza. Órale, Mr. Goyo. Do your thing, homeboy. Not just Greyhound. Wet dreams, I mean sweet dreams. Jojo, you right. As I always hear fuckers trying to throw that shit out here. Out there. Nobody impressed with the aimment. One-on-one from the chest, just like anyone else. They ain't Canelo. Salute again to Greyhound. Appreciate it. I'll send another 10 for some calls también. Home girls. Manny A. Not here in AZ. Allegedly, Bobby. Allegedly. Jojo. Do you think the Emmett will die out eventually? No, I don't. I'm pretty realistic about all that. You know what I'm saying? It'd be the, obviously I wish, but there's always going to be someone that wants that notoriety, wants that, be part of that thing. I don't think it'll ever be what it was. I think a lot of that is gone, but there will always be the name. There'll always be someone trying to, put up that front that they're that, and they're willing to do it all. I mean, it was just a couple years ago, and maybe not even that long ago, when Cyclone allegedly whacked dude, and I think there was 2 or 3 of them that they're alleging he killed. And there's always going to be someone getting out, ready to do the next one, and kill again and kill again. It's part of that. It's part of what it is. I do understand that. But I'm gonna do my part to at least make sure that everybody knows what they're walking into when they're going that route. That's all I can do, And in the end, if some youngster gets lucky and I get got, then I get got, bro. I mean, again, I'm not gonna know it. I don't care. Whether it's a car accident or if I get whacked, what I mean? It's all the same to me. I'm just not here, so okay. I just don't want to be the cause of anybody else's, for that again, that's my thing. I'm down for raza that stands up for other raza and themselves, Stay strapped up, homie. Yeah, that's the problem. I can't, but I'm good. I mean, I keep picos on me, so it's the best I can do. They catch me with a cuete, homeboy, I'm through. They lay my bitch ass down for too fucking long, and I'm through with that. I'm good. Have a good night, Chronicle family. Not just cricket. Have a good Thanksgiving, everyone. Órale, Carlos. Ya sabes. Have a good one, bro. Freedom, Liberty, Bobby B. I don't think I'm Cal. Neither. If you move out of the hood and don't go back, they'll never find you. Palada for about 5 years. I kept the coconut in my center console just because allegedly, though. Then I seen that movie Sicario. He copied me. Gotta go. Good night, Chronicles family. All right. Freedom, Liberty, ya sabes. Have a good night, brother. As long as there are street gangs, the Emma will not go away. They're like herpes. They contaminate and will never go away. Yeah. I got Kyle Rittenhouse tatted on my back, says Jojo, Arizona. Buy a slingshot, cricket. I know, right? I can get one of those black powder cuetes. We'll see, bro. If I can put in for my rights to get back, and I can actually get that shit accomplished, I'll carry. I don't care. I mean, it's not never going to be used for anything more than self-defense. Hidden A shoots. What happened, Ty? I keep a hole punch in my door. It's like a beagle. Due to conversations like these, street gangsters are looking up to prison gangsters less and less. I think so too. I honestly do. They see it. They see it. I mean, it ain't no secret that them vatos ain't nothing to aspire to be. Has anyone ever tripped on you since you've been on that side out there? Yeah. So a couple times I had a couple little close calls. Nothing crazy. Just more because of the way I look. So you get kind of people trying to wonder or question. But I do remember the first couple of days after I got out, I had a vato. We were at a hotel and we were in the pool swimming and shit, and my son, and was a dude. He was drinking, though, but you could tell he was like a Cholo style, you know. And I wasn't even, we were in Florida. I think I told you guys that we went to, when I got out, we went and did like a little vacation before we, came home. And so we were in Florida, I said, and we were actually in Tallahassee at that time. And we went swimming, and this vato was like, he just kept staring at me. And I ain't tripping. I'm just like, whatever, kind of. And then he started, and I was drinking at the time. When I first got out, I was drinking real heavily. For probably the first year I was out, I was drinking every night, all day actually, all day, every day. My ruca started tripping, started getting upset about my drinking. I don't know why I did it, but I did. I ended up quitting. I don't drink anymore, but I was going hard, bro, like real hard. As I'd wake up in the morning, I'd make a vodka in a cup with orange juice or fucking pineapple juice, and I would just walk around all day drinking that shit. I go to the movies, I'd be drinking that. Like, no matter what, I was walking around with that cup. But anyway, I'm drinking it, and homeboy's kind of looking at me crazy. And finally, I guess he decided to ask me where I was from or who I was. I can't remember exactly the conversation, but he was drunk, and he wasn't making a lot of sense. He was like, he was saying things like, well, when you know, and que onda, I said, like, he shook my hand and then like tried to hold it for like too fucking long, like sitting there staring at me going, hey, que pasó, how you doing? And holding my hand, and I'm like, I'm good, that's it, what I mean? And I'm watching him, and I'm like trying to pull my hand away, and he's holding it, but I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm just like, and then finally I get him to release my hand, and he's like, when you know, And so in my head, I'm like, does this vato know who I am? Like, what the fuck's going on, eh? And he just kept that going, kind of. And finally, I told him, hey, I said, I'm out here with my family. I said, like, I don't know what's up with you. But if you like, I tell my boy, my ruca, to take my kid inside, and we could rap, if that's what you're trying to do, But I'm not gonna have this conversation in front of them. And then he just like agreed and was like, yeah, I'm not gonna have this conversation in front of my family either, because he had a daughter out there. It was weird, bro. I think more it was just he was drunk, and it ended up, it just like ended, whatever. And I remember talking to my ruca like, man, I can't deal with too many of those, man. But like holding back was kind of weird. Like trying to not, feel disrespected, was kind of hard. Not knowing if the vato knew who I was and if I should make the first move was kind of hard. Like there was all these things going through my head. Like if I hit this fool right now, when the placas get here, how do I explain that? Do I say, watch out, I'm this and this and this, and I didn't know if he was coming at you? Like, like I didn't know what the dude's mentality was, so how could I justify fucking him off? I mean, I couldn't. So, and I'm like fresh out. I'm on parole. I ain't even seen my PO yet. Like it was a mess, bro. I didn't like that feeling right there. I really didn't. Hire a shooter like Chopper. Yeah. Anthony Johnson, salute. A good night, fellas. Nice to rap with all you. Stay positive, look forward, and pay it forward. Don't expect it back, and you'll be blessed. Look at you being blessed every day. Right on, Manny. I appreciate that, brother. Gracias. Most cowards sneak up behind you. Just be aware of your surroundings. That's true, bro. It's absolutely true. That's how I did most of mine. That's the truth. That's how it's, yeah, absolutely. Benadryl, extra strength ibuprofen in the Walmart mucus meds in a small white bottle that will fix you quickly. I know. I was outside in the cold, bro, so it has me fucking. I keep on sucking up the snot, man. I want to go blow my nose, but I don't want to leave you guys. I keep waiting. The street people check tattoo. Yeah, that was that too. Órale, Jojo AZ, puro chronicleros. Órale. So does that mean we'll never get to meet you in person then? Gotcha. Nah, I don't mean that. I'm not no scary ass dude. I really ain't. I know I'm kind of talking scary on this one. But nah, I'm not. That ain't my stilo, bro. As we move forward and this gets, I can't just be hiding out. You know what I mean? I got plans. This is, um, you know, they're obviously going to be there's obviously going to be things that we have to do as we move forward where I'm going to have to be around in there. So yeah, no, like I said, I'm not living my life in fear. I'm just not. I take precautions, but that ain't gonna keep me from doing my thing. You know, black powder. You mean like a musket? Yeah, they let you're allowed to have that. As a felon, you can have black powder cohetes. But they have some now that ain't really like muskets. They actually look like real cohetes, but they're black powder. They're a trip. You can Google that shit. Black powder guns, and they have like um, they're a trip. For some reason, they're not considered a weapon. It's not or a firearm. I think. Anthony, when vatos who have knowledge and know how to convey that to the youngsters, the lie becomes exposed. Yeah, kill them anyway, just in case. Just kidding, just Spencer. Yeah, that long handshake. Know what you're saying? Disrespectful. Yeah, it was a trip, eh? Fools are drunk. They be hating on vatos with colored eyes. You stupid fool. Do you think Chino's a high-ranking member? Um, no, man. From what I'm hearing, because like I said, I'm talking to vatos that are just real recently renounced, and they're telling me that they're not even looking out for him very much. Like he doesn't. It's gotcha, man. A lot of them were telling me like, um, they were saying that they're not like I don't know. I don't know if they're like not sending him fatty on a regular. I don't think he gets a lot of wheelas. Um, I really don't know, but that's what these vatos are telling me as they're coming out of that shit. Chopper be asleep while you're getting wet. I know, huh? Saludos, Grillo. Ya sabes, de Sur Califa. That's V16. What's up, homeboy? Gracias. Hey, Carlos, you can meet him. Go to New Mexico and hang out at the burger joint. Look at Cricket. He's probably there 2 or 3 times a day. Shit, buy him a cheeseburger and he'll give you his number. Fuck you, puto. That's all I have to say, Bobby V. The worst thing is to sniffle, always blow your nose, G. Ya límpiate los mocos. There you guys go. You scary, homeboy. It's a Thai 602. Carlos wants to meet you. I said, can I feel her out for you, Cricket? That's a dude, homeboy. That's Carlos. Carlos is Ruka. Black powder revolver. Yeah, they have those too. Hello, I got you out your comfort zone. I know you ain't scary like that. I'm same way. I said. What's up, Cricket? You know any homies from Casa Grande and Coolidge from your time? Yeah. From Casa Grande, Danny Peña. He was from the Barrio Casas. He was a carnal. And then, Trigger from Coolidge. Raymond Martinez. That was Trigger. He was originally from Coolidge. And Chino was living in Casa Grande. That's where we stayed. When I got out and I was out there for those 11 days, we were out there in Casa Grande with him. He's married. His ruca was Melissa. Melendez was her last name. But she's from Casa Grande. But yeah, Danny Peña from Casa Grande. I can't remember anymore. But there was other vatos that were like in the Pinta with me. Dencio Alvarado. He wasn't a carnal or anything, but he was a good dude. He was my celly for a while. But the 2 carnales I know for sure, it was Danny Peña from Casa Grande, and Trigger was from Coolidge. Bobby B, you're a fool. LOL, good one. Sorry, the last 30 seconds were mine. I got it. It's all good. Couldn't blame him if he flips. Yeah, Chino. But I mean, there's nothing for him. I mean, there's no out for him anymore. But yeah, you couldn't. Hey, Luis Gonzalez, no, Chino's forgotten in the eyes of the brothers. Yeah. All right, brothers, I gotta blow my nose. Give me a second. Spencer. Orale, Spencer. All right, where are we at? I believe in starting a non-profit organ, educating our youngsters in our history and what to stand up for and be proud in instead of following some other gente. Yeah, Ando Solo. That's where I'm at with it, brother. Honestly, I think that's what we need, eh? And like I said, it's a group thing. It ain't just me. hopefully, I know a lot of people got lives, they got shit to do. Not everybody can be a part of it, but there'll be there'll be a lot of people that are involved and that can um, be a part of it, and that's gonna be FEMA. GHW never apologized to us. Salute to you, homegirl. Right on, wife. Waiting on Bobby B's story. Mr. Westbrook, UFO. What's up, homeboy? How you doing, bud? Jojo AZ, Funk, New Mexico, order green chili burger, and it was literally green chilies. Not what I expected. Who's from Coolidge? Trigger was. Trigger was from Coolidge, bud. Raymond Martinez. The one with the whole Trigger Boys thing. Damn, you would think they would look out for Chino, but they're not even doing that. Nope. Waiting on Bobby B's story, too, says Anthony Johnson. That shit's sad about Danny Pena getting whacked. Yeah, I didn't even know that. Someone told me. Was that you, Joe? I didn't know he got whacked, eh? That's a trip. That's what I'm saying, man. It happens. Jojo, I felt bad cutting it like that. Buenas noches, hermano. What's up? You gone, Geronimo? Do your thing, man. We're grateful for you helping to make it possible to hear him and he us. Is there a lot of vato from Emma recently going to the other lado? Debriefing and stuff you talking about? Yeah, there actually has been. Here in the last few months, I've been corresponding with 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5. It's probably 7 total, but there's 5 that I've been grabbing to. Luis, yeah, thank God, said Jojo. Luis Gonzalez, did you guys see the New Mexico syndicate just got a lot of them busted? Did they? I didn't see that. When they did a ring on them. I heard he used to claim Tucson or Yuma. Who? Trigger? Nah, he's Coolidge, bro. We used to call him John Deere. That was one of his placazos that they put on him because he was from that hit town. They used to say he's from Coolidge. He never claimed nothing else. The one that was from Yuma was Flaco and Tito, and Tucson was Monchi. If you're talking about the ones that were part of that thing with him, that was Monchi was from Tucson, Greyhound Phoenix, Chopper Phoenix, or Sunny Slope, and then Trigger was always Coolidge. That's where he picked up a lot of his time. He was in the county jail out there, and he had an escape where he took one of the cops hostage and shit. He got 18 years for that in the Coolidge County Jail. Is there an Arizona syndicate? Nah, it's just the Mexican Mafia. Hey, Cricky, I'm just giving it to you, brother, because we good like that. LOL. I know, but I'm just playing with you. When I first got locked up, I went to Stinger, and some homies would throw shade because I'm from Coolidge. I was like, damn, this is my first term. I didn't even know what a Trigger Boy was. T-Mac 87. Oh, yeah, when you went to Steiner. Yeah, that's where Trigger was from, Coolidge. Javier Hernandez, the cops know who to target from the Emma to get out. They hear phone calls, read mail, then they go to work on them. Pelican Bay has a PCR now, however, they grill you for months till you make it. Yeah, they were doing these fools, the ones that to get on those PCRs or dropout yards, whatever you want to call them. They would give them lie detector tests and shit, bro. Early day tomorrow, and I'll fall asleep listening tonight. All right, Geronimo, ya sabes, but do your thing, homeboy. I don't want to keep you from what you got going on. Okay, what about Indio? Indio is from Guadalupe, bro. But what about him? He pronounced too. I mean, he's done. But he's from Guadalupe. So you saying that Califas and Arizona are together now? Yeah. Unfortunately, they are. I don't know. Though. I don't know if that's a bad thing or not. I mean, it's obviously not a good thing. I just don't know if it adds strength or not. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of up in the air. But yeah, they are together now. It's a trip. I've never met anybody who... I heard the Arizona is together with the Cali and they run together. Yeah, they do now. Did he renounce when? Yeah, he renounced about 3 months ago now, I think it's been. He's just finishing up his last class. They have to do that 16 weeks of classes. He's just finishing up, so he should be hitting the yard now within the next week or so. So it's been a minute, about 3-4 months. This Emmett will send sleepers into the PCRs to do hits. Yeah, that's the fear. That is the fear. But you'd have to be a dummy to fall for that shit. Because once you hit a PCR, then what? Because not everybody's gonna know that you went in there for that. So let's say this carnal and this carnal know that that's the plan, but you go in there, do some shit, end up whatever, go to the hole. These other carnales, you're always gonna have that chaqueta on you that you were in peseta. You can fucking sit there all day long and say, no, I did it just to do this and that. No one's gonna believe that. Anyone could say that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't fall for that shit. You got me fucked up. No, I'm not going in there to do that. Fuck no. I'll kill someone out here, but I'm not gonna go in there and do that and then do that and be a fucking piece of shit. Got me fucked up. Yeah, I mean, they gotta be stupid to fall for that. What's up with Paul? Is he good still? Yeah. Paul Eppinger? Pablo? He's still considered, yeah, he's still good. Damn, Nino finally seen the light, or did he make a deal? No, yeah, as far as I know, he didn't make no deal. He just, I think he got upset when the whole thing happened with Cyclone. I think in the end, he was like, man, I've done all this, and in the end, this is the thanks I get, where these bottles are plotting on me and shit. And so he just, he walked away from it all. Javier, who are you? Kicked down. Jojo, Arizona. It's been about a year for you, maybe 2. Nah, not no 2 years. Maybe a year. Might be right, because he probably sat over there for a while waiting, but he's just finishing up the classes that he has to take in Buckeye. So I do know that he barely got to Buckeye about 4 or 5 months ago. For less than 4, because he's finishing up the 16 weeks. So, but I think he was in those waiting to get transferred over there for a while before that. So he might be about a year on that. You're probably right there. Ty 602, what do you mean by this? The 2 Cali and Meadows I ever met both died by strangling OG Gato from San Diego and China Boy. Met then in USB Florence. Played Pinochle with one, soccer with the other. Both got strangled by the mano. Yeah, and the China Boy didn't, bro. China Boy's was an accident. So they sent Palabra to China Boy to kill his celly. But his celly got the Huila first and saw that had come down the pipe. So he killed China Boy first. That's what's crazy. China Boy died in good standing. His celly killed him because he saw that he was on the lista. I can't say who, but I know for sure if one person that came back from PC, says JoJo. Well, I know a few. I mean, there's a few because Arizona does that involuntary bullshit. So anytime you got hit, you would go in. And back with the old and the new shit, people were getting hit left and right. And RJ went into PC when he was hit. I think so did Slow. I'm not sure about. I don't think Slack, but yeah, a lot of them did because when they get hit in the wars, they get put in PC by the Pinta. They do that involuntary IPC shit they call it, involuntary protected custody. Plus, you have to, yeah, exactly. You'd have to debrief to get on a PCR. You have to, bro. You got to debrief. You got to renounce. You got to do all that to get in there. You can't come back from that. I get it. I mean, there might be people that have come out of the PCR, but it wasn't no fucking plot that they figured out. Like, you can't, bro. You have to. I mean, if you're parte, you have to debrief to get there. That's telling, no matter what. I mean, I don't care what you are, what you say. That's telling. that's, I mean, according to the rules. Anthony Johnson, what happened to Frank Nunez from 9th Street, said Bobby B. Is there any Jaina that are considered to be from the Arizona M, or are they just senoras? Nah, just senoras. They'll be the dumb ones that run around thinking that they're the special ones. But no. You ever hear about them get strangled in the middle of the night? I heard of about them being dead for 3 days before the COs realized. I seen that, bro. I've seen about them be dead in their cell through counts and everything, man. He's out, Bobby B, doing good, raising a child that's like 10. Just seen him jogging last week. Is there Sureño Barrio in Arizona? Nah, not really. There may be some vatos that claim to be Sureños, but it's not. It ain't no barrio. They ain't really nothing like that. Cause there's no. It's not like a southern Arizona, so no, it's not. I mean, if there are, there's vatos from Califas that moved out and stuff like that. Tie 602 got a DOC number. Jojo Trigger is Coolidge. Yeah. Francisco VP. Where am I at? Oh, Bobby B. You remember Mike Santos or Big Toto? Big Toto. Anthony Johnson, huge vato that killed China Boy. Huge vato. Also, Garro was in good standing too. Just got strangled in the hole. Oh, Gato. He was like 83. Oh yeah, Gato. Was he the one that was he was originally from Texas, right? Oh yeah, I forgot about RJ. Ever meet Wildcat from Guadalupe? Nah, I never met no Wildcat. I met Cool Cat from Guadalupe. I never met Wildcat. The only Wildcat I knew was from Tucson, Noah Cañas. Noah Francisco VP, I don't, bro. Brother Slick said Jojo AZ. Yeah, he told me like a year ago he was done with it. Yeah, Bubba, I know his Rucas from your body. Well, from Little Man's body. Cindy. I don't know if they're back together now. I think they are now. That's the last I heard. She had a kid with my homeboy also. He was upset about that because he met her through me. So India was like, come on, he knew that was my girl and all that drama. It was all drama. But anyway, I think Cindy went back with him now. And that's why I met a lot of them once I got out through Cindy. I talked to Little Man on the phone one time because I got the house from Veronica, one of his own girls. Seen 2 bodies, even in county, one hanging, one overdose. The fool who strangled China was almost a giant named Psycho. China had volunteered to sell with him, and old man Gato was in good standing too. Still got strangled in the hole. He was 83. 480 AZ. Where'd you come from? Minnesota, bro. What a cricket good channel you got going here. About to keep it going. Right on, D. Tejano. Appreciate you, brother. Francisco VP, Orale Bobby B, he was Marcelli. Actually, they both were from 9th Street. Tie 602, Milpas. Luis Gonzalez, would you kick it with the vato that set you guys up at the hotel? No, I wouldn't, bro. Again, I also wouldn't take any kind of like revenge or nothing that people would think that I should or would. What happened happened. Probably worked out in my favor in the end, but I couldn't. I'm not gonna sit there. We're not friends, obviously. It's just no reason to, no reason not to. It's just it'd be my preference. I don't know. I guess we'd have to get there, but as of right now, I can say no. I remember this chick that went out with Frank back in the 8th grade. I hit it, and he thought I was someone else. Started a fight with that dude and got whooped. Frank was a big kid. Have you seen her ran into the vato who set you guys up? No, I haven't. No, Luis, I haven't. Last I heard, I think he had went into that witness protection program thing back then. I'm not sure what happened after that. When you do it, hit your savage instincts come back. It's scary because it's like a high when it's happening. Vatos can get hooked on it. Yeah, that's true. People get hooked on that part of it, and it gets easier as you do it. And I think that's part of the problem. I think that was like Sinner's issue about Greyhound describing people as Mr. Burns, the accuracy. I know. Had his baby mama compromised. Ooh, Thai 602 from Milpas. Where are we at? What am I missing? Got a DOC number you put. Javier, who are you kicked down? I'm not understanding what's going on. Who, Thai 602? I knew Gato from San Diego, met him when I was a young man. He had some heavy connections and was a hustler. He never stopped hustling. Oh, okay, so it was from San Diego. Because there's a Gato too that was from Texas, right? I think I heard that on that channel what that Vato Conejo was talking about. It's a blessing to be out that bullshit lifestyle. I también seen the light as well. Just do me now. Yeah, it is that. Yeah, straight up. I seen fools all nice. A year later, they're like Sinner. Yeah, I believe they're back together. Yeah, I think so too. I met Pete Moreno at Reining. They were letting a lot of homies out of SMU, I think in 2006. Yeah, he's in Cimarron now. That's crazy. Alright, I'm going to shut this down, everybody. I appreciate it. We had good talks tonight. Thank you guys again por todo. Stranger from 9th Street was there. Said it was liberating to be out of that drama. You're right about that, bro. It's like people say it. It's almost like it's almost become like just a saying where you say it, it's like a weight off your shoulders. But it really is, man. It feels like that. And you feel like you almost can just, you do what you do. You live your life and don't have to worry too much about all that drama, It's just all fuck. At the end of the day, it's a bunch of fucking comadres, and it's crazy, man. That life is that local. Cali and Arizona get along now. In 2008 in Cimarron, we were getting kites that everything was all good. Like the homies from both sides were running the same program in feds. Yeah, I know. Good night and have a good start to the next week, gentlemen, says Joel Brown. Órale, RJ, ya sabes. Luis Gonzalez, have a good night. Javier Hernandez, Thai 602, Joel Brown, Liu Angulo. Miguel Mejia, buenas noches a todos. Y por qué si ando solo. Was Danny Peña Casas? Did he get chopped up for what I heard? Yeah, that was Casas. Yeah. Wally, OG Coyote Breast signing off. As the desert giveth, so shall it take it. All right, Anthony Johnson, you have a good night, homeboy. Good night, Luis Gonzalez, Bobby B. A lot of vatos from 9th Street go to the Pinta. We are what? Lee Tenson. Saludos, homie, from JoJo, Arizona. Right, Thai 602. Everybody, have a good night, buzz. I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you guys for everything you do, for just, showing up and rapping and having this dialogue and helping me brainstorm with what we got going on. I appreciate it. I really do. Thank you for everything. Again, those that can, please keep in mind we got this Christmas drive going for the kids. CASHAPP or VENMO. It's in it's in the channel. It's Pchronicles, and it'll have my name. Just put it in the notes what it's for, so that I make sure I keep track for the IRS. Yes, I mean. Ray Diaz, you have a good night, brother. Yes, I was Bobby B. Haven't heard of an Arizona prison killing in a minute. Yeah, I think. Well, they killed my homie Toby a couple years ago. And I don't know. I haven't really kind of looked at it. I don't know. That'd be something to look into and see. Thai 602 says, salute, homies. Que si. We are all the same, said Ty 602. That's what it was. Órale, yeah, Simón. Good night, Chronicles from RJ. Be cool, dude, said Javier Hernandez. Que si. All right, brothers, have a good night. I'll let you vatos tell each other a rato because I don't want to be disrespectful, cut anybody off. But we're about done. Bubba Mesa, good night, brothers. Everyone have a great day tomorrow. Shut this one down over here. Boom, boom. Jack Armenta, Pure, homie. What's up, brother? Spencer, we're about to shut it down, brother. If you're just coming in, my bad. But we've been here 2 hours and 46 minutes. Ya me duele el culo. Have a good night, everybody. Have a good night. And again, I appreciate those just for, being here. I know a lot of the stuff we talk about, some of it gets repetitive because it's new people, new questions. But thank you guys for just being a part of it. And again, this is a group effort. We're trying to do something, trying to be, the best examples that we can be for these morritos. By telling them our story, hopefully we can, we can help, man, and get them the fuck out of that life and from wanting to be part of that and glorifying it and looking up to it and all of that shit. So thank you, homeboys. Jack Armenta. The next live will be tomorrow. I'm usually on every night, brother. I'll be on tomorrow, 7, 8 o'clock or so. So definitely be here tomorrow, brother. But again, I just, like como digo, thank you everybody for just, just keeping this dialogue going. It's important. These kids, the things that we're doing, taking the veil of these prison gangs away, and so that they can see what it's really about. Again, it's not about any single individual. It's about the organizations as a whole. They're just not there for what a lot of people, kids mostly, think they are, and they need to know that when they're heading that way. There's a lot better things you can do with your life. So yes, Jack Armenta, tomorrow what time? Between 7 and 8. So where are you at? Phoenix or you where are you at, brother? I'll say around 7 o'clock Arizona time, brother. Ty 602, go to bed. That's it. I am, bro. You guys have a good night. Yes, I have it.